with you. I really wanna be with you. Cause you're my love, you're my shine, you're my dear. So trust me, yeah. Really wanna be with you. I really wanna be with you. Cause you're my love, you're my shine, you're my dear. So trust me, yeah. I'm here.
そばにいるから Call me 僕がいるから Trust me もう何も恐れないで My dear 見えない糸で Trust me 繋がっているからただ感じていてこのぬくもりちゃんと聞こえている君の心の声小さな不安さえ僕が摘み取ってあげる何度も伝えたい君は一人じゃない変わることのない愛はきっとここにある泣いてみればいい頼ってみればいいその全てを受け止めると決めた奪われたって壊されたって大事なのは君らしくいることI'm here どこにいたって Call me 一つになれる Trust me この想いほどけないから My dear 抱えた荷物 Trust me 下ろしてみればいいそう君のために僕がいるんだ I'm here どこにいたって Call me 一つになれる Trust me この想いほどけないから My dear 抱えた荷物 Trust me 下ろしてみればいいそう君のために僕がいるんだどれほどの悲しみ君は隠してたのどれほどの思いを胸に閉じ込めてきたの痛みと引き換えに手に入れた強さをいつか優しさへ君は変えてゆけるはず泣いてみればいい頼ってみればいいその全てを受け止めると決めた奪われたって壊されたって大事なのは君らしくいること I'm here たとえ世界が Call me 終わるとしても Trust me つなぐ手を離さないから My dear 偽りのない Trust me 未来へ歩き出そうそう君のために僕がいるんだ I'm here そばにいるから Call me 僕がいるから Trust me もう何も恐れないで My dear 見えない糸で Trust me 繋がっているからただ感じていてこのぬくもりいつまでもそばにいる Forever いつまでも離れない Never ever 君がいれば Whatever you do ね僕に教えて Whatever you say 辛いことあれば全て飲み込みもしそれでも無理ならば込み込み You're my love, you're my shine, you're my dear 世界的に回しても Trust in me
Really wanna be with you. I really wanna be with you. Cause you're my love, you're my shine, you're my dear. So trust me, yeah. Really wanna be with you. I really wanna be with you. Cause you're my love, you're my shine, you're my dear. So trust me, yeah.
泣いてみればいい頼ってみればいいその全てを受け止めると決めた奪われたって壊されたって大事なのは君らしくいること I'm here どこにいたって Call me 一つになれる Trust me この想いほどけないから My dear 抱えた荷物 Trust me 下ろしてみればいいそう君のために僕がいるんだ I'm here そばにいるから Call me 僕がいるから Trust me もう何も恐れないで My dear 見えない糸で Trust me 繋がっているからただ感じていてこのぬくもり With me もう離れないで Give me 心を開いて Feel me 全てを伝えて With me 言葉はいらない Give me 見つめ合えばいい Feel me 全てを預けて Yeah
She's a sexy motherfucker.
喧嘩のそいで一人だけどお家じゃない、そこら辺のお毒じゃ黒美貌が許さないの。騙されてお気の毒それくらいは茶の口でしょ。性格も
Every day, every night 時間に追われたい夢と現実が渦巻く都会 Don't you know what to do 負けないよ Don't forget 日々最優先で感動もっとパスじゃない All people 抱える secret あなたも Don't you Jump in, I'm gonna move in. You gotta listen to my voice. もう一人じゃない I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna move in. You gotta listen to my voice. You know 時代かける I'm a panther. Hey.偽善や今もはびこってる社会余裕を持ってつまどに交わしたい Don't you know what to do 真面目に知らせ日々人間関係全身全霊 Try じゃない All people 感じてる loneliness あなたも Don't you Shiny, I wanna up in. You gotta listen to my singing. この熱い想い I wanna shiny, I wanna up in. You gotta listen to my singing. You know もっと弾けて like a dancer, yeah. All people 抱える secret あなたも Don't you I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna move in. You gotta listen to my voice, and you know 時代がける like a panther. Hey, everybody down. Hey.
Yeah. Jimisagi. Evil. こいつらがハイパージュース。Yeah.
時計の音に酔ったままずっと
You know, I really never figure this out. I don't know how I'm supposed to figure it out. I stream too little. I gotta stream more. More. It's the only way that I actually learn anything. Experience is the maker of knowledge. Knowledge is just a lie. You don't actually learn anything by reading anything or pretending that you know anything. But in this instance, I do know something. I know it's a good night. How's your night? My night's actually terrible because this music is too loud for me. There we go. Hopefully that's good enough. Continuing the tradition of drinking far too much tea. The health benefits are probably negated by the fact that I consume too much of it. But it relaxes me, puts me into the right spot that I need to be in. Oh, I need to stream earlier at some point in my life, because there's just absolutely zero way I can actually have people show up at 10 p.m. every single night. I always try to stream at like 9 at least, but I spent the past 30 minutes not understanding why Harvester was not being captured. When I bought it last night, I probably should have tested it a little bit, but I assumed it would be fine. It was technically a re-release, even though it's an older game. But if you don't know what Harvester is, it's probably... Man. If you don't know what Harvester is, you probably shouldn't be on this stream. I can't imagine anyone liking Harvester as a modern person, as a person who exists in the modern age. Harvester is meant for old people. Not that I'm old. I'm only about several thousand years old or so. Not a hag yet. For someone who's supposed to be good with technology, I suck pretty hard at it though, I've realized. Mostly because I don't test things. Testing things is boring. It's like tutorials in video games. Nobody wants to sit through your shitty tutorial. I've been playing video games for far too long. Don't waste my time. Give me an option to skip, or at the very least, make it so that I don't realize I'm being tutorialized. It almost feels infantilizing with some sort of the modern takes on tutorials, where it's like, here's how you move, and it's like, thanks. I'm glad to exist as a person, as a human being. Hey, Moon. How you doing tonight? You dolling it up? Anyways, you shouldn't be on my stream. You should be on Hespera's stream if you're gonna use her emotes. What am I, your boy toy? I'm not a slut. Go back to her, listen to her ASMR, whatever she's doing tonight. A little bit. I did commission emotes though. I won't have to be jealous any longer. Although I was given... I probably should have found someone who was more open, but... It takes time doing that, and I don't want to spend the time finding a million people when I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go with this person, maybe I'll go with this person. I just want to pick somebody that I like, and be patient for once in my life. Be a patient little boy. Anyway, jealousy... I feel as though jealousy breeds the best in people. Jealousy is always considered a negative, but jealousy pushes people to do things that they normally wouldn't, right? I don't know what I normally wouldn't do to be jealous over somebody posting someone else's emotes, but I like to justify it in some way. I'm trying to make myself seem better than I am. Yeah. I kind of just gave them the ideas when I commissioned them, and I was like, ah, go for it. But I've seen their emotes before, and they do good emotes. There is one emote I don't specifically know what they're gonna do with, because when I sent it to them, they asked me a question about it. They said, hey, what am I supposed to do? And I told them, I don't know. I actually just sent them the same image again, because I love the image so much, that's the inspiration. I just sent that image like 3 times, and I was like, if you don't understand after looking at this, then you will never understand. Did I get a fishing emote? What terrible joke are you about to make to me? Fishing emotes? What are you suggesting about me? I do like a good fish, but... Fishing. No joke? Okay. I thought I was about to get blasted in some way or other. I'm sorry, I'm not accustomed to people being nice to me. They usually have ill intentions behind their words. I thought you were about to say I was like a catfish or something. Now, if I spent a bunch of my income on a anime boy hot model, rigging, and all that other nonsense that comes with all that, and spent a buttload of time preparing for it, it would be a really, really inefficient catfish, I would have to say. Genuinely, I wonder if I could just put this model up on Tinder or something. Maybe I can have a Tinder account, just put my model up and see what I get. Hi, my name's Glenpai. I know you're probably used to men who like anime being misogynistic, but trust me, I'm a different kind of person. I think the music's too quiet. Alright. I wanted to play some PC98 music from my boy. My boy, who I recently only learned passed away at 37. Tawasaka Iwata. It's very sad when the best composers or some of the best creators that you ever experienced die at an early age. I also love PC98 tracks. It might be a bit too quiet. I always fuck up. There you go. That might be better. It's from You Know. The original, You Know. You know, the inspiration for all of the stereotypes that people love to hate on nowadays. I actually have a poster. Well, I wouldn't really call it a poster. It was an advertisement. It's a poster, but it's an advertisement from 1995. It was the gamers that's in Akiba had a advertisement that was this big poster for You Know PC98. And I own that. I own that exact poster that used to be there in 1995 because I feel as though You Know and just the very early visual novels that I play, they really inspired me to become a loser. They what pushed me over the edge. They're like, you know what? Do you want no pussy in life? Do you want to fail at everything? Do you want to feel as though you're actually an utmost degenerate that has no point to life? Your parents are gonna wonder why they even raised you. Your mom's gonna be like, why'd I push you out of there? Why'd I push you out? I ruined my vaginal walls making your existence happen. Yet here you are with a poster from 1995 and you're trying to rizz people up by telling them about it. You are actually unfathomably useless. Thankfully, times have changed. People like nerdy people. I like nerdy people. I love nerdy people. You have played You Know? You Know's very, very, very good. It had a remake. For some reason. The original is perfect as is. There's genuinely no point to the remake. I don't even know if the remake changed anything. I was just so insulted by the fact they decided to remake it that I just didn't even bother. And then they had an anime for it as well, and, well... Shockingly, having a modern anime take on the stereotypes of the fucking 90s anime, not exactly entertaining, unless you're just absolutely... You probably would have to be taking a lot of drugs to be inspired by that. It was also just a poor anime. You know when you're watching an anime and you know, oh, everything's gone wrong behind the scenes, everything's falling apart, nobody knew what they were doing, they just said yes to the project because they needed a project. That's basically what the You Know anime ended up being. Okay, that is... I drank my tea fast, for once. I swear I usually spend about 30 minutes just verbally masturbating with my voice and to have an excuse to drink my tea. But I actually just downed it. I don't know why. That's probably gonna... if you drink green tea too fast, is there any negative connotations? Is my stomach gonna rupture in 10 minutes? I would prefer that not to happen. I haven't streamed in about 6 days, 5 days or so I don't want that to happen on my return, my grand return. I'm done for? Oh god. Wait. No, you're right. Ah! No, I'm actually fine. I think I'll be fine. I'm a pretty strong person. I work out occasionally, sometimes, maybe. Not enough. Enough that I can say I work out. That's my favorite thing to do. I do just enough things to know that... Thank you, Vogon Poetry 42. Why specifically 42? If you were born in 1942, welcome. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you for having lasted this long and to somehow have ended up in a VTuber stream where he's... where he's asking if green tea has the possibility of murdering him. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And now I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Book reference? Was that what I was talking about? Oh, I don't know that. I watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I watched the movie. I watched that a long, long time ago. Actually, I hate using the word long. Let's not do long time ago. Let's say in a distant past. I genuinely don't remember anything from it. But I'm also not... Like, it's mostly just a parody of all of the kind of space opera stuff at the time, right? Such as, like, Star Wars and whatnot. Yep, many moons ago, when many moons passed, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference birthed your name. It reminds me of my old Xbox days, where I was really into poetry, specifically poetry, and my brother and I... Now, listen, this is gonna sound lame, but it was so cool. It was unbelievably cool, and if you think this is lame, you genuinely... I hate you. That's all you need to know. But... No, dude, listen. Don't ask who my favorite poet is. I said I was into poetry. This is like I was a kid playing Xbox 360 Halo 1, Halo 2 with my brother, and I just learned what poetry was. So my brother and I took the most generic, like, poetic thing, where people, when they think of poetry, we took and made our gamer tags when roses are red, violets are blue, and we had, like, shared gamer tags. We were the original E-couple, except we were brothers. Nowadays, if you saw that name, you would assume, it would be a very bad time. You would be a very bad time, because I would get questions all the time, like, is that your E-girlfriend, your E-boyfriend? I'm like, that's my brother. See, it's cute, but nowadays, people would take it wrong. They'd be like, oh, they're playing Overwatch together and playing Fair and Mercy. They're playing League of Legends together and playing the fucking cat character and Yasuo. I'm terrified of that. I'm terrified of that reality. But honestly, when I think of poetry, not many names come to mind. I'm a failure. I'm not an intellectual. I'll admit it. I'm willing to admit when I'm not into things. I don't give a fuck about poetry. There's definitely been some verses that I've seen and they've stuck with me, but I couldn't tell you the name. I couldn't tell you the craftsperson. I couldn't tell you the point of it all. I like what I like, and I like talking about those things. You either? Wow, you're so stupid. How come you don't know poetry? You know, I've recently talked to a friend very often about people who lie. People who they don't even mean to, and I feel as though it's just been commonplace due to the internet, where you want to feel a part of something. So you kind of tell these white lies to pretend that you're actually aware of something, even though you're not. For me, I experience this a lot when I talk to people about anime. And they're like, oh, I'm a big anime fan. And then I ask them about it. And very quickly realize, oh, you're not a loser like me. You're a loser in the different way. Because you're obsessed with being a part of the conversation when you don't even need to be. It's okay to be ignorant. It's okay to accept that you're not going to know everything and anything. Sometimes you're going to have to take a back seat to the conversation and let the other person be passionate for a moment. Like, I spoke to somebody, I didn't speak to them, but they shared music with me, and I think that's a very personal, immersive thing. You really connect with someone when you share the music that you listen to with them. And they showed me this very, very heavy noise. Noise, I think the genre might honestly just be called noise. It literally just sounds like noise. It's music, but it is blaring constantly within you, and it takes over. It controls you. That is the type of music it is. It's endless. And I had to admit, it wasn't for me. I know nothing about the artist, I know nothing about the genre. So, I told them. I was like, you know, I kinda like this, but I don't think I would care about it unless I was at a club or something. If I could exist in a club and hear that type of music, I feel as though it would be a different experience. Was it Mare's Bow? I think that might have been... Let me check. Mare's Bow. What was the name called? Mare's Bow sounds very familiar, so it might have been that. I can't remember exactly what its name was. I guess here, one sec. And by one sec, I mean more than a few secs. But I trust you to stick around and allow me to have a few secs. Well, not sex, but you know, sex, like seconds, not sex. We all know there's no sex having. Okay. I swear it was Mare's Bow. It was Heresy, a song called Heresy. And then they sent me another song that was less noisy. Still noisy, but less noisy, and I liked that one a lot. Hey, noob. You need to treat yourself better, though. You need to treat yourself so much better. Why are you some noob? You're the noob. Why do you accept yourself as less than you are? That's something I always mean to ask. I've read your name before. I've known you. Yet you treat yourself like shit. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be more than just somebody. You're you. Change your name right now. Change your name to The Noob. Because if I'm just calling you noob, it could be any noob. That's how your name feels, and that's depressing. There's no sex. I'm sorry. I know as an incubus that might be a part of your job, Angel, but I'm gonna have to tell you, the sex is on the back burner. Over here, we're not looking for sex. not you, Moon. Moon, your name's perfect as is. And even poetry's, even though I didn't get the reference and immediately felt like a fool. I remember consistently thinking about the idea of an incubus and the idea of succubi in general. There's something tantalizing about it, where an entire existence revolves around sex, just sexual nature in general. But when I have so little experience in those types of things myself, it's more fun to look at the past of it and see the type of old art forms that people made, and you look at all this art and you realize, wow. Even back then, everybody was obsessed with sex to some degree. Everybody just could not help themselves. Every piece of art, all of a sudden you realize, oh, that's a cock. That cock is there because they were horny. A virgin incubus is a good idea for a manga? I bet it already exists. I hate to say it, I'm not original. I'm only original in the fact that I exist as myself. That's all I have. I can't be the virgin incubus boy. I'm simply a man, a half demon, an oni little boy, not a little boy, I'm not a little boy. I'm a very big man, very big, strong man. I'm very intimidating, don't approach me. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be playing a video game. I'm just talking endlessly again. You go for cynical noob? It's a better name, I'd say. It gives you more personality. It's better to be full of yourself than to be none of yourself. Okay, if this game does not capture, I'm gonna cry. Because I spent 30 minutes trying to get it to capture. It's not... I don't know what's happening. I genuinely have zero... oh, no. I mean, that's capturing, I suppose. I've captured something. I don't know if that's the capture that I want. Is it? I'm gone, though. I don't exist anymore. I'm not real. Will you sleep? Go to sleep. Go to sleep right now. Don't be on Twitch when you need to take some Z's. Oh god! Why'd I do that? Sounds exhausting. Being obsessed with sex? Yeah. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised at the amount of people online that let it control them. Why is it doing this? Oh no. Okay, please. What is going on? It was working just a second ago. No! How come every time I try to play video games fail me? It's not me. It's not me. It's not my fault. I promise it's not my fault. I'm unbelievably the best at everything I do. Literally nothing I do is my fault. Oh god. I don't even want to think what that sounded like. It's too new for your computer. Don't make me be a nerd about my computer again. I don't want to do that. I mean, I do, but I will hold myself back in this one very moment. Okay. I'm gonna touch nothing. If I touch nothing, that proves that it's not my fault. I'm touching nothing. Absolutely nothing is being done by me. This is all on the machinery. Machinery that I put together, but that doesn't matter in this moment. I'm gonna press a button, and it's not my fault if it breaks, because I don't want to watch this. It fucking broke. God fucking damn it! Oh! So anyways, this was gonna be a Zatsu, right? You guys came here to listen to me talk, right? I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. I'm impatient. I don't want to wait. I want to play the game. I want everything to go perfectly. All right. I'll watch the fucking intro. I'll be patient. I'm gonna close my eyes. My eyes are closed. I'm imagining myself in my happy place. My happy place, I am in Den Town in Japan. Currently, there are 2 maids trying to get me to go to their maid cafe, and one of them is ignoring me because they are very discriminatory against foreigners. Currently, I want to go with the 3rd maid because I like a challenge. I'm trying to get her to give me her give me her handout. Did it fuck? I don't hear anything. Did it break? I don't want to open my eyes and see that it's not working. I don't want to open my eyes. I don't hear anything. I'm opening my eyes. No! What did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? Oh, how sad. Oh. I'm gonna try to play it normally. I'm not gonna use the DOS box or whatever. But I don't think I can capture it. Genuinely, oh, why is it? Oh, no, it crashed again. Okay. I spent 30 minutes testing it. I swear on my life. I know my life is likely meaningless to you, but it means much to me. So that promise means a lot. Read you a bedtime story. I appreciate that, Angel. Angel or Angel. I like to say Angel because of my wife in KOF. I'm accustomed to this. I'm accustomed to failure. Failure is important to success. Obviously, I'd prefer not to fail. I'd prefer that everything worked out immediately and that I immediately just took all the clout from everybody. I want to be the incubus that clout chases and just consumes the souls of others, slowly stealing from their followings. I want to become a cult. I feel like that's the inevitable goal. Noob, I don't like you. If you don't like my stories, I don't like you. Tell me what kind of stories do you like? I can come up with the story. Let me put on music if this is going to be a Zanzu now. Tell me what type of stories you like, and I'll tell you what stories I have that are relevant to me. Because it should be apparent, I do have quite a few stories. I do. But to just to pick one out of my brain randomly, that's very difficult. It's like talking to a comedian or talking to anybody and saying, hey, be funny. That's not something you can just do. It's not something you can just do. It's something that has to be bounced off of something else, which is why I wanted to play the game. I wanted to bounce. I wanted to bounce like crazy. Sadly, there's no bouncing. Scary stories. I don't know. I don't know if this one's particularly... I guess I'll say the story because it immediately came to mind. It definitely came to mind, so I'll say the story. I don't know how scary it is, per se, because it was more scary for the other people than it was for me. Unrequited love story? I don't want to recount your life. I have better things to do than recount your life, noob. So, long ago... Why do I keep saying long ago? It's genuinely a terrible word. I hate the word long. I don't know specifically what it is about it, but the connotations it brings to my brain my brain doesn't support it. It wants to freeze. It wants to crash like Harvester just did all over me. Let me think. I want to think of an actual scary story, but I can't, so... Okay, this song... hearing the PC98 music is actually... I'm hearing the bells, and it's actually making me... It's making me think there's somebody behind me, and I'm gonna have a real scary story soon enough. So, let me put on my normal tunes. I wasn't prepared to put on my normal tunes, so it's not open. I don't know where it is. I've failed. Oh my god, I can't find it. Okay, so anyway, scary story, I suppose. Basically, I've been to Los Angeles many times in my life. Los Angeles, California. Heat of the summer, heat of the winter, there's heat no matter when you go. It is the worst place in the world, absolutely not a place you want to live, and you should actually never go there. That is my recommendation. My recommendation is to stay wherever the fuck you are, and not go to Los Angeles, California. But my very first time going to Los Angeles, California, I ended up making a massive, massive mistake and letting other people book where we were staying. I have since learned that I should make the decisions. I want control. I never want to lose control. When I lose control, that's when I'm at my worst. When I'm not in control of something, that's when I'm gonna panic, that's when I'm not gonna be me, and that's when I'm gonna bring down the fiery pains of hell. Which, honestly, I've been to hell. There's not many fiery pains. It's just kind of warm down there. Warm, but not as, like, warm as LA gets and how terrible that is. But it was very hot. I was unhappy. I'm unhappy when it's hot. I like colder weather. And when it's hot, I get a bit annoyed. I just do things. I do stupid things. I don't have control of the weather, so I just get frustrated. And I was walking in this place I've never been, and I was like, everyone hyped up Los Angeles, media hyped up Los Angeles, movies talked about Los Angeles, Los motherfucking Angeles. Awful. Awful. I'm walking down the sidewalk of Koreatown, and I trip. I trip over a crack in the sidewalk, and I'm mad at the world. I'm mad at society. I'm mad at the mayor of Los Angeles. I'm mad at the governor of California. I'm mad at I think Obama, but I was mad at Barack Obama at the time because he was the president. I was like, why is one of the most hyped up cities in America this fucking terrible? So I sat down after falling, and I just thought to myself, fuck this. And I just seriously just yelled, I fucking hate Los Angeles. I was with my friends at the time, and they were okay with it. They were foreigners. They weren't all Americans. I think only one of them was American. So the others were like, no, it's quite all right, actually. I think this is much better than the crumpets that I get in fucking London. And I'm like, I hate you. You actually have no perspective because you have lived the worst life of anyone that's ever lived here. And when I do that, I didn't realize, I don't know if you know this, Los Angeles has a massive homeless person problem. And also, people who live in Los Angeles, even if they're homeless, are very, very patriotic about the place that they live. People really like LA. So this homeless guy comes up to me from the side, and he's like, fuck you. Fuck you. And I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, I don't hate LA enough to get in a fight with a homeless man over it. So he starts walking at me, slowly approaching. I've never seen a homeless man so instantly turn on boss music. It was like Devil May Cry 5, you're about to fight Virgil. Seriously, one sec. I didn't turn on music anyway, so. And I think my computer is running slower due to the RAM I still haven't replaced. Oh my god, it really is running slower. Things are not loading. Maybe this is why Harvester isn't working. Maybe Moon was right. My PC actually can't handle this stuff anymore. Genuinely, Bury the Light starts playing. The game hadn't even been released at this point. I don't know if this homeless man went on to become the composer. This is what he was working on the entire time he was a homeless man in LA. He was working on the Devil May Cry 5 soundtrack, and he approached me and he said, "Fuck you! Storm that is approaching." And genuinely, I felt like all of a sudden, everybody was looking at us. Every person, all of these inhabitants of LA were looking at us. And I knew what I had to do. I ran. I just ran. I ran faster than I've ever ran before. I'm a tall person. I didn't know I could run that fucking fast. I didn't know my legs could extend as much as they could. I was Usain Bolt for a brief moment. I was the Michael Phelps of land. And he didn't chase me or anything, but for a moment when I started running, I could hear the footsteps for a moment. It was like, tatter, 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 and then he stopped because he was like, I'm not gonna chase that guy. And I just fucking ran into the depths of Koreatown, and I just left everybody. I left my friends, they were no longer my friends in my head. My friends in that moment, they would not have had my back. They would have left me to die to Virgil. So I had no choice. I had absolutely no choice but to end up in this place that I've never been. And it was later at night at this point, so now I had no idea where I was. I had my phone on me so I could turn on GPS, but I thought, fuck it. Let's see what LA has to offer. So I just walked around for a good hour in this random, dark, tunnely place. Every single corner has people who look like they want to hurt you. They give you the darkest glances they could possibly fathom. And I don't know how they do it. They turn on their VTuber model and turn on the look that I accidentally turned on. Because I'm not trying to be evil right now. I'm not trying to be daddy. I'm not trying to be whatever the fuck this is meant to indicate with its emotion. I'm simply telling a story. But this is how people looked at you. This is genuinely, I feel like in LA, this is how people look at you. They know you're not from there. They know it. And they treat you worse than other people. They discriminate. And I was terrified. Because I had not traveled much at that point in my life. That was probably my second time traveling. My first time I had went to New York, which was another experience. Going to the major cities in America, if you go there, you eventually realize they're major cities, but they're not majorly cool in any capacity. The only reason they're cool is because they have so many people that there has to be at least 2% of cool things going on at any point. I should probably just turn this to just chatting, shouldn't I? But that is the scary story for me. The scary story for me is confrontation. Confrontation with a homeless man. And also, just confrontation in general. I don't like to deal with things. I like to throw them to the side. I like to just get away from it, if I can. I took the shirt off. I'll leave the shirt off. Okay, maybe not that. I'll leave that on. There we go. I still haven't memorized my emotions. I feel as though that's something many people struggle with, is understanding themselves and their emotions, and I definitely don't, because I should change them from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to... I should change them to my numpad, because I have a massive keyboard. Even though I hate massive things, as you probably know. Because I always build things really tiny, like my PC. Can it run Doom? Oh, sorry, I missed your message. Yeah, it can run Doom. My PC can! My PC can. My lore is that I fucking... that I'm the most misfortunate Oni in the world. And on my second stream, my RAM stick died. So I had to take it out, and I only have 16 gigabytes of RAM now. And it's on a Ryzen build, and Ryzen runs better when you have dual memory. So when you only have a single stick of memory, it runs way fucking slower than it should. But I've been a bit lazy. I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought what I've needed to buy at all. I just need to buy 2 sticks of RAM. I was gonna buy 64 gigabytes, because why the fuck not? But I've been lazy. Jumpstarting the new Death Grips in LA? That could have been me. I could have been the one. I could have been the hero. Death Grips 2. Death Grips 1 was so good that they actually made a sequel. I haven't been to an American concert in so long, now that I think about it. I've been to Japanese concerts. I go to Japanese concerts whenever I could. Obviously, COVID kind of killed any chance of that, so it's been a minute since I've experienced live music. Well, maybe not. Well, is it live? And it's not live music from the actual bands, but I've been to, like, raves and clubs very briefly in the past 3 years that COVID, like, dominated everything. Where I work, there's many conversations about COVID, and people cannot help themselves. Literally, it's the one place in where I live where you still need to wear a mask. It's the only place in this fucking state that you have to wear a mask. It's the only place. And you have to fight people over it. You genuinely have to, like, tell them you're gonna call security if they don't put it on. It's so annoying. And I remember when COVID first started, and just everybody was so angry at everything. And I feel like that anger is carried over. And it's harder to talk to people than it used to be 3 years ago. I feel like people want to fight. I feel as though people are frustrated with stuff. And where I work, people are always upset. It's a constant attack of emotions on me. But I like dealing with that stuff, personally. I like when people care about things. Very often or not, people do not care a lot. They kind of become complacent. I was complacent for a long time. Is your mask cool? Yeah. I wear a Korean brand mask. It's technically not I've talked about it on stream before, right? I don't know why it's my job. My human form is a part of me. It's a part of my lore. Does it have an anime girl on it? Okay, maybe it's not that cool. It's not that cool. I prefer that the coworkers I work with talk to me. It's not that cool, I'm sorry to say. It's just it's a Korean brand mask that's like black and red, or black and white, black and red. I have a bunch of different types. Hey, good luck on the grind, Angel. Thanks for stopping by. You go suck some cocks or whatever it is that you have to do on your grind. I don't know about the Incubus's daily life, but if there's cocks to be sucked, I know that I can trust you to do it. Yeah, I'll be taking over in no time. Hey, you can be there right alongside me. Black and red, Akatsuki pattern. No. Let's not go with that. As much as Naruto did consume my life during the younger portions, let's not go there. Goddamn right. See ya, man. Here we go. This is how I feel. Every single time I attempt to play a video game, I can't do it. It all falls apart. I always do Zatsudans. I always talk. I'm a terrible VTuber. I meant to play video games, but I can't. They don't work. It's all my fault. Maybe I should have picked a video game that isn't from the fucking 90s. When did Harvester even come out? I tried to do the calculations. I tried to. I need to open up my dictionary, because I was gonna say I played Harvester a very, very long time ago. But I wanna expand my vocabulary in that specific sense. I don't wanna say long time ago anymore. Ah, fuck it, we ball. It's Thursday. It's already all fucked. There's something I want to watch, and I was gonna watch it after the stream, but I might as well watch it now. Might as well watch it right now and be a little bit horny about it, probably. Okay, this music's actually gonna make me sad. I gotta turn it off. Ages? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Ages is such a good word. Where is it? I know I saw it in my YouTube subscriptions. Now if I can remember how to do anything else. That's not it. I feel bad. I feel awful. I feel terrible. I need to play a video game. How do I play the video game? How do I play the video game when it doesn't want to play? My green screen. Oh wait, it's probably not working because... Yup, I'm stupid. There we go. Oh wait, that's on the other... I don't care. It's fine. It's probably fine. Now, I know I've talked about it a little bit. I play fighting games. I like fighting games. I've been waiting to play this character for 5 years at this point. Because I didn't get into fighting games until 2018, I believe.
Oscar is a character defined
This
by
is
his
that
arsenal
man.
of options, using
Or the first that man, and then that man, and that man, that man. I don't know. Guilty Gear lore is fucking insanity.
For the right situation to dominate the battle.
You know, why does it look...
Mana. Mana depletes when you
I feel like my PC's dying.
using spells. Performing bookmark,
I love
or
that one
change
post
test case,
that is
and
returning,
some
like,
other
going to the
actions.
library and returning, like,
It
70
also
books in a day
when
and just
Oscar
slowly,
loses
like,
health.
using makeup to
Oscar
make your head
gains
look bigger.
increased defense while he has mana.
Look at this nerd. He's actually
Mana
just
can
getting
be
beat the fuck
recovered
up.
with certain spells or the recover mana move.
Guilty Gear lore.
Chant. Expends mana.
Actually,
to activate
I wish
the
I had
spell
any way to
bookmark
explain it.
Under punch, kick,
All I know is
or heavy
gameplay,
slash.
and I can tell you that this character
The amount
has
of mana required
about 28
varies depending on
spells,
the spell used.
and I really am
The
excited to
spell
play
will
him.
not
I
activate
love
if
when
you do
things
not
are
have
stupidly
enough
difficult. I
mana.
love when things are stupidly complicated. I
The
love
spell will be discarded from
when
your
things are
bookmarks
just actually
after
obsessively nerdy. Things like these are
Chant
nerdy.
can
They
be
made this
canceled
character for you to be a
in certain
nerd. You
special
have to
moves,
study. You have to go to the
except for
library. You
after
actually have to
activating
check out the
certain
books.
spells.
You're gonna have to rent
punch,
a fucking
kick,
book for dummies.
slash, or heavy slash cancels into bookmark.
Like,
Changed or overhead
he's
changing.
a
into
zoner, which I genuinely don't like.
powerful
I don't
spell.
like zoners usually. I
See-
say that, but the character I play in this game is Happy Chaos, and he's like half zoner. When he first came out, he was heavily zoner,
the
but he's
spell
like
page
he's like
in the-
rushdown mix
in
up.
the selected slot.
This character, now I think about it, he's very similar to Happy Chaos in a lot of ways. It seems like
Discard.
he's probably going to be frustrating to play against at a distance. He's going to be frustrating to play against at a close
the current
distance.
spell length
And he
of
has
the
to
animation.
constantly press 2-2. He constantly has to press 2-2. He has to press down all the time, which is unbelievably annoying to do if you're not accustomed to doing that
Thus
motion.
recovering
I know it seems easy, but doing 2-2 is probably the fucking worst motion in the world.
Additional
Usually there's
mana.
shortcuts in fighting games
The
where,
kick-
like, it'll kind of save the down input from, like, a 2-3-6, a quarter circle forward motion, but not every fucking
Version
character has that.
completes
When
the
they make
tension
hard characters,
gauge.
they enjoy
in the slot.
just not making it easy for people. That is also the wrong browser. I'm gonna get doxxed. That'd be terrible. You know, I was gonna do this as well. I was gonna pick my personality. The stream failed, but I was gonna pick my personality. I wanted to see what it would be like if I just attempted to actually play a specific... These are more moods than anything. Angry. You know, whenever I read your chat messages, I'll let you know. I look at your Twitch profiles. I stalk you. I do it in an instant before you even know it. And there's too much to unload for all of you. There's so many things unaddressed in your lives, and you just let it pile it up like a collection of fuck-ups instead of barely dressed anime figs. You are losers. You know, that was more abusive than it was angry, wasn't it? Kind. I don't think I can be kind. That's not in me. I do think all of you are lovely, but I don't feel like you deserve compliments. I couldn't find an actual personality wheel. It was just like this mood wheel. And even then, I'm not playing Harvester. So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at this point in time. What's, what games do I have? Do I have a game that I can fucking play that isn't a fighting game? Can I play some... Is there some shitty horror game that I can play? And just, you know, just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it. Where's Harvester? I'm gonna boot it up one more time. I'm gonna boot it up one more time, and it's gonna work. It's gonna work for no fucking reason. Buy Succubus Cafe? How... I will look at this Succubus Cafe in a moment. Give me time. Don't show it on stream? Okay, I will not look up Succubus Cafe. Thank you for not letting me look up Succubus Cafe. Ah, no, it always happens. It always happens on this screen. It always crashes on this screen. I don't know why. To be fair, I know that I said I told a bit of a half lie because I did test. I really did. I maybe perhaps sorta kinda didn't test it while VTube Studio was open. But still, that shouldn't matter, right? I don't think it should matter. Obviously it does, but why does it matter? Well, tell me a game to buy. I'll play it right now. I can't lose. I can't lose myself in this moment. I'm never gonna play video games again. Scripture reading stream. You know, when I did the My Chart type moon, I didn't realize you actually wanted a devout Christian boy. I'm sorry that I can't be that. I might be a bit of a demon. I might have demons inside of me. Even in my human form, the demons maybe take over occasionally. Control Alt Delete check task manager. You can fix me. I would absolutely love to see somebody try. I would love for somebody to try to fix me. Sadly, I'm deeply aware of my own issues. Unfixable. Unfixable. Kirinu Redux released on Steam today? Let's fucking go! That's what I'm talking about. You know, funnily enough, I don't know if everybody knows what Kiro Inu is. It's an eroge by Clockwork, I believe? No, it wasn't Clockwork, was it? I don't know. A very, very eroge studio. A very, we're gonna make things about sex and you're gonna jerk off to it type of studio. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. And Kirinu had a hentai adaptation that I must have watched several 100,000 times or so. I've had as an Oni, half demon, immortal, I've had a lot of time in my life. And it's not because I'm jerking off to it, mind you. Klaz, it is not because I'm jerking off to it. It's because people want to watch it with me. When it first came out, we would watch Kirinu together so fucking often. We would be like, you haven't seen Kirinu? And we'd watch Kirinu together. We would watch the orc cock absolutely demolish the elf belly. And I'm not too proud of the fact that I'm saying these words in this specific moment, but I'm glad that I can say them. Because I feel as though I crafted many deep friendships because of Kirinu. There are things that you associate with specific friendships. There are things you associate with specific people. And Kirinu, I associate with at least 7 different people. And the eroge, my best friend. I have a lot of people I consider my best friends, but my best friend, the one who has been my best friend for the longest, him and the connection I share so deeply with him is Emoto Paradise. Because he came to me in his time of strife. He came to me when he was at his weakest. He had no idea how to install illegally eroge. And he came to me and he said, Glenn, I respect you so much. I've thought about talking to you for so long. I've been too timid to approach, but I need this. So on good old Skype, back when Skype was the one, when Skype was the one, we sat down and slowly put together our live together. And I helped him illegally install Emoto Paradise. Obviously, I have a paid version, but, you know, it was hard times. We were both human teenagers. We didn't have a lot of money. But we put together something special and crafted a long-lasting friendship, he and I did. And I love him. Why am I talking about this? Why am how did my night go from playing Harvester to doing another Zatsu and pretending I'm gonna play a video game? Can I just do Zatsus? Is that enough? Is that enough? Are Zatsus good enough? Is that what people expect from VTubers? Usually, I've clicked on many VTubers, and there's a lot of VTubers I like, but I've watched many VTubers, and it gets boring, doesn't it? I'm not sure. I guess usually people are watching Twitch specifically for video games, so just chatting is like a weird thing to commit to. You have paid versions of all the error. you paid back your sessions, huh? Did you feel guilt? Did you feel guilt? Tell me. Were you guilty? Did you feel guilty 10 years later when you were like, man, that one time I busted a note to Emoto Paradise and I didn't buy it. I just I feel so terrible. I'm such an awful person. The illegal nut. See, I don't masturbate. I'm not a masturbation person. I've never done it before. I don't know what is even required to masturbate. I know that I said I just watched hentai 700,000 or so times, but that's unbelievably irrelevant to masturbation, I feel. I'm just a little cherry boy. An Asian baby girl, as I've been called recently. A very shocking name. A very shocking descriptor. Being called himbo, being called a genius, mostly by myself. I'm okay with that. But being called anything else? God, that was so long ago. That was so long ago. VTubing, despite being such a niche in this current state, is such a... It is very... It's grown. It really has. I don't know what to do. Should I just talk? Should I just turn on music and talk? My friend sent me this. I'm gonna read this. So, my friend won't stop sending me pictures of the same naked anime girl and saying how much he loves her, and I am just honestly concerned for his health, and he is obsessed with it like it's insane. And I've never been that big into anime. I only watch the popular stuff, but this man loves it, and he is constantly sending me pictures of his waifu, as he calls it, and it's kind of scary. I really can't lie. I'm terrified. Like, I'll just be chilling, playing COD Zombies or something, and he'll send shit to me that says he loves this anime girl more than anything in the world, and at first I thought he was just, he was joking, but he has this weird sense of humor like that, but he got really defensive when I laughed about it, and he doesn't come outside for days. He only goes into school to do exams, then leaves to go home and watch anime and play Xbox, and he's starting to stink and look dirty, and honestly, I just don't know what to do about it. I want to help because he clearly has a problem, but I'm starting to think he's a lost cause. At least 7 people have sent that to me today. I'm reading that because 7 people have said, "Is this you?" And I kind of understand, but I'm also a bit insulted. Just a little bit. I think I'm the Rizzler. Let alone this obsessive waifu loser. I feel that's a very interesting topic, is the rise and fall of the word waifu. Waifu was accepted for so long, and people, they thought it was cringe then, but anime fans would use the word because they were like, this is our thing, we like this is my waifu, this is my husbando. But nowadays, if you say it, people are like, that is cringe. Even anime fans think you are cringe if you say waifu or husbando. I guess it's adapted. The language has adapted. It's very interesting. The way, I feel like Webster Dictionary has a lot going on in their lives, because things just constantly change, especially when it comes to the English language. Things just differ. It did used to be a term of dedication, and then they turned it into the slut word. They became sluts. It's okay to be elitist. Gatekeep, girl boss, Glenpai. I'm a gatekeeper. I try to pretend I'm not, but I inevitably can't help myself and gatekeep. Gatekeeping happens. I don't know what to do. I try to be a better person, and then somebody comes up to me, and I realize I don't want you in my hobby. So, I kill them. I end their life. But, what was I saying? The language has adapted, and now people use the word oshi. Even when it comes to anime characters. Which I like oshi. I much prefer oshi. Because I do cringe. Because I do still talk to some people they're like, this is my waifu. But it's your waifu, and you have changed waifus every season for the past 7 years that I've known you. The seasonal waifus. How could you do that? How could you abandon your love? It's unbelievably gross. I don't know why I booted up KOF. I think I'm just gonna talk and press buttons. Yeah, no, using oshi for anime characters is indeed weird. Oshi makes more sense for somebody who's actually within your reach, if that makes sense. The age thing? Yeah. You never betrayed Deedlit. See, that's respectable. Because I've had my favorite character for the longest time. My favorite character for the longest time that I would call my waifu has been the same forever. Technically, when I first got into anime, my anime fans grew up. They kind of did. I feel like that's anime in a nutshell. Eventually, people move on. People get their obsessions and move on. I'm very different in that I become obsessed and then I stick with it. I stick with it, which is probably a problem, to be honest. I need to, like, move on from things. I don't move on. I find a new hobby and I stick to it. Which is a bad thing, to be honest. Because I have too many things I like, and I don't feel committed to any of them, and I feel bad about it. I promise I learned a combo. Okay, I didn't learn a combo. I think the corner combo is specifically different. This is a wife. Why am I on Harvester still? Why am I on KOF? Why am I on anything? I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just about to start not doing anything. I'm gonna leave my title blank. I'm gonna leave the game blank. I'm gonna leave everything blank. I'm gonna tweet my stream and not post anything about it. Because everything always... It either messes up and I change my mind. All of a sudden I just get bored. I'm like, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Hey, maybe this would be cool. I can't commit. I can't commit. I'm never gonna find someone. I'm never gonna be able to marry someone. I'm gonna be alone forever. But I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being unbelievably sterile. Would I ever join a VTuber agency? It depends. It depends massively. Why, do you think I'm good enough for one? I don't know if a VTuber agency would want someone who can't consistently even play video games without messing up. You think I'm good enough? I disagree. I think, what a VTuber agency wants someone who hosts Kiryu watch-alongs? Maybe. I feel like I'm too broken. I'm too insane of a person. I don't think they want insanity, they want consistency. And I'm not very consistent. I can be consistent, but I'm just not consistency enough. I think, I wouldn't be against it. I would not be against joining a VTuber agency, but I can't see people. I'm really good at talking to people. See, when it comes to agencies, as far as I can tell, that's the difference, right? I never want to lose this. I like talking too much. I do, and I like talking to people specifically. But when it comes to the big corpos, like Niji Sanji or Hololive or what are more of them? I honestly don't know. I know there's smaller ones, but I'm not... G-Shoujo? They don't have males, do they? I think there's a lot of people who are good at talking to people, and they're good at other things as well. I'm only good at talking, and even then, I disagree with people sometimes. But when you're in the bigger agencies, it's just a chat that never stops moving. It's just a chat that never stops moving, right? So how do you talk to people? You're not talking to people, you're talking to an entity. You're talking to chat. Which I know people like that, but I don't personally like that. I definitely don't. I'm definitely not a fan. I wouldn't be against it, but as I currently am, I can't see myself there. You know, Dr. Eggman, your shitposts, they're kind of failing on me, I have to admit. Anyways, let me stop just doing random things. Let me talk. That is what I'm best at. That's what I'm best at. I could stream from jail. That could be my niche. What would I do that get me sent to jail? Why do you want me in jail? Is that what you're into? Do you like inmates? Is that what interests you? You know, the word interest. Interest, I think, I was thinking about this yesterday because I wanted to tell somebody they were interesting, but then I realized I don't particularly like when people call me interesting. So why would I do that to other people? I don't like being called interesting. I like being told why I'm interesting. You're kind of just talking shit if you're telling somebody, "Hey, I like this about you, and I think you're interesting." Like you have to back your words up, which is something that I like to do. I like to explain myself. I like to add on. I like to carry things on for far too long. I like to bounce off of single individual instances and kind of just turn it into something. I don't want to say I turn it into a bit, but occasionally it turns into a bit. And I'm afraid I really fear conversations turning into bits, because when I have conversations, I don't want them to be bits. Of course, when I'm here as Glenpai, when I'm here as my Oni self, bits are inevitable. But I like to talk to people, and I can't see myself in a corpo. I can't. Life is one big bit. It can be. It can be. But I wouldn't turn on the bit facade too heavily. Splitting headache and bad day? Oh, I'm so sorry, Nova. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great, even. I know that doesn't make you feel better, but I feel as though when people have bad days, I don't enjoy when someone's like, I've had bad days before too, I get what you mean, because that doesn't make the day better. If anything, it makes me feel better when someone else is like, yeah, things are going fine, I'm sorry about that. I feel like that's the most you can do sometimes. And I do always wish I could do more for people. Because people have bad days, and I like to make things into good days. I'm a goofy guy. I'll admit it. I'll use the adjective. I'm a bit of a goofy guy. And what matters to me the most is not being so goofy that I come off as disingenuous. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you enjoy being around me. Hard not to, right? Splitting headache, though. You should overdose on aspirin. That's what I do. This is from, I think it's from the same one that you pointed out last time, Klaus. Yep. I think we talked about it before. Charles J. Zaps my taser. Didn't work today. I'm not gonna lie. That string of words falls flat on my brain. I'm trying to comprehend it. I think I comprehend it, but I don't. I kinda do. And I hope you're okay. Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, fuck it. I want to play a game. I want a Zatsu, but I want to play a game. I'm very upset. I'll fix Harvester, because I want to play Harvester really bad on stream, to be honest. But I'm very annoyed that it's not working now. And it might be another issue caused by the RAM. I don't know why that happens when I turn on the green screen. Your Shocky brick didn't work? Oh. I did have 32 gigabytes. I did. Sadly, I'm at 16 right now. And, I think I push it to its limits far too often, is my problem. But that is also what I do with everything, is I push things to their limits. I push people to their limits. I get bored easily. I need things. Yep, it needs to be running in dual channel or it runs like shit. That's my main problem right now, is because I took him out. Noob, why are you still awake? I gave you your bedtime story. Go to bed. Ah. How do I bring up? There it is. I was talking to somebody briefly about the kind of games I like, and it made me think, do the games I like to play, are those games that should be streamed, you know? The thing is, I like to play most games, but it's difficult to find a game that I think I can maintain being entertaining with. Being entertaining, I think that is probably the most important thing to me when it comes to doing this. If I feel even for a moment that I'm not, I'm gonna lose my mind. And honestly, I'm shocked I'm not losing my mind right now, because I wouldn't really consider what's been happening for the past hour to be entertaining, but I'm kind of satisfied. Maybe I'm growing up. Maybe I'm maturing. Maybe I'm okay with everything. Read all of Trails in the Sky in one breath. I don't think that's... I know you want me to die. You want me in jail. You want me to die. I'm waiting for the third thing, because I need a third option, Moon. I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to die, so give me a third option, because you are coming up with some weird ideas. I know, I love just chatting streams as well. I feel as though it really enamors you to somebody. It gives you a chance to actually speak to them. It's not the same type of speaking, but it can be. I know what the third option is. I'm sorry, I'm not converting. I'm a demon. I would literally fucking die. I'm an Oni. I would actually... There is no... God would fucking... He would send me down to Earth, crashing down like a meteorite that just slowly disintegrates as it gets closer and closer to the ground. And I'm gonna land on your house just out of fucking vengeance. There will be no Christian wedding. There will be no Christian service. There'll be nothing. Or Catholic. God forbid. I don't fucking... The difference between the two escapes me too often. Oh, I know what. Oh, come on. I'm gonna let's play some cleanup detail. I don't. Oh wait, what did it say? Somebody check the VOD. What did it say? When was the last time I played this game? I probably haven't played this game since like 2016. I can play this game and pretend that I'm playing a game. Why is there a 13 gigabyte update for Street Fighter 6 though? There's an open beta for that if you like fighting games. You know, I was talking to a coworker the other day, and he actually he's a Jewish man. A Jewish man. And he asked me about my religion because you know how it is when you talk to fucking coworkers. They have to talk about everything. May 19th, 2017. Oh god, I'm getting old. The Oni horn's gonna eventually get rust on it at this point. No, what is this? What is it? Do I click 64-bit? Somebody tell me. Somebody smarter than me, please tell me. Oh wait, all of you are idiots and not as smart as me. Obviously this one. What is happening? Why is it installing Visual Studio 2010 redistributables? You're telling me I don't have that already? I play video games all the time. But I was talking my coworker, because coworkers love to talk about the worst things to talk about. Actually just braining up. Just absolute garbage conversation topics. Where it's like, let's talk about religion. How fun. Let's talk about politics. That's how I want to spend my night. Did the game crash? Okay, no. Okay, I was about to say, my computer might be breaking if I can't play. I was just playing KOF. It should be fine. Now watch this. Watch it. Watch what I've learned. Watch me immediately capture this game, no problem. Maybe? Wait, where am I? Oh, there we go. Hey. I think this is just, that genre kind of took over for a brief period, and the games where all you do is clean. It's not particularly for me. But maybe it is for me, honestly. Maybe it genuinely is for me. Because I'm a talker. I want to talk. I want to hear people talk. I want to just say things, and I want things to roll off my tongue, and I want people to call me stupid, and I want people to call me smart, and I want people to compliment me, and I want all of that. I want it all. Power Wash Simulator? See, that one seemed more boring to me. I don't know if that one had, like, anything specific about it. Maybe it's just because the streamers that I tried to attempt watching it were boring themselves. I do have to admit, I'm about, you are right, Clans, because I am about to clean up in here, and I don't even want to take a photo to show you what is going on behind me currently. It's not exactly, it's not up to standards. If this was a place of God or a place of demons, it's not up to standards if somebody showed up and possibly could shut the whole place down. They could shut the whole operation down. What's this game called again? Let me be a good streamer and actually change my category. Why is it so tiny? I'm really sad that I'm not playing Harvester right now. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I am a sad boy. Where's my model at? Where have I gone? Oh, there I am. I guess in this game it doesn't particularly matter if I'm taking up a lot of the screen, right? Yeah, that should be fine. But my coworker, they immediately started talking to me about religion, and I jumped out of that conversation, and I just tried to make it about them. And 720, and I attempted my best to steer the topic away, but you know how it is with old people? They just love to talk about fucking nothing. They love it. They absolutely love it. They're like, let me talk about this same topic that I've been talking about and will not change my mind on ever. So he did that to me. And I brought up the topic of, he didn't really vibe with it, but I thought this is very interesting, is I was thinking, could you pick up everything right now? Could you pick up everything, or maybe even leave everything? Could you just leave? Could you leave your current life? Could you go somewhere else and just, like, drop everything? Would you be willing to do that? Is that something you think you could do? Could you leave your family, leave your friends, leave your stuff? Or you can take whatever stuff you want, but you're leaving your life. You're basically starting a new life. Could you do that? Because I don't think I could. You already did? What do you mean you already did? Tell me. Give me details. I would love to know. Oh, it's fine. Solo. I don't know how this game works anymore. Occupation, sanitation engineer. Lined up for me. Mutated vegetation. The focus of the facility that was being studied and biologically engineered in the Athena station has escaped and wrought havoc upon the facility. You are to conduct yourself hastily and within company protocols as per your contract. Operations must be resumed within the facility as soon as possible. Just had to swallow. I've said it before, I'm a swallower. So you are to be thorough and professional, or prepare to face the full extent of the company's legal department. Oh my god. Help. Why is the game... Fucking help me. Please tell me I don't have to go back. Okay, that's better. Oh god. I can't teabag. This game fucking sucks. You just moved to a new city and cut off all your past friends and families. No, no, no. You got the question, Moon. You got it. Well... It is... I mean, that must have been hard. Well, actually, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's better to... 100% better to leave specific people. Sorry, let me be gamer for a moment. I need the FOV to be higher. I'm gonna get a headache. Let me change everything to low, because my PC fucking sucks right now. What am I doing with this? This looks like the leech that goes inside of Sakura on Fate Stay Night. You moved to a new city. Was it what you wanted to do? Because I feel like I want to leave. Sometimes I want to leave, but other times I'm pretty attached to... You're pretty attached to your spawn point in life sometimes. Wait, am I... Is that me? Are those my footsteps? Fuck! This is gonna be a hard game. I've never cleaned in my life. I have to learn how to clean. I'm making a mess. Oh, God. Everyone is self-conscious of themselves. Yeah. It's something I talk about a lot, I think. I talk about that too often, honestly. I should probably just try to be a funny guy more often instead of being a philosophical, deep, fucking talk about everything type of guy. But I can't help myself. But if you feel like that was good for you, I'm very happy for you. All the things that led up to it? I see. Okay. Okay, okay. Not gonna pry, especially since it's a stream, so it's unbelievably hard to pry. But when I was very much younger, my family and I moved. We moved a lot. So my life changed drastically constantly. So the place that I currently am the spawn point that I spawned as a VTuber. I'm very attached to it. But I also am not. I desire something else. Like I desire going to new cool places. I desire to experiencing new things. And sadly I've experienced all this place has to offer. But it's difficult. As you said, the build up to that is hard. Am I supposed to have a bucket or something? Because I'm very confused. Why is there like a little cage? I should have read the tutorial, but I didn't wanna. I didn't want to read the tutorial. Was it this? Oh wait. I'm a genius. Oh. But life is only fun if you do things that are different. And I've been feeling that recently, which is why I became a VTuber. It's why I ended up... Fuck! It's why I decided to enter a new part of my life. And in a way, this is me leaving. This is me dropping everything and leaving. Because there were quite a few things for me to drop before I could be a VTuber, I'd say. I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest. I'm not a cleaner. How come I can't crouch? But it's cathartic. It's cathartic to move yourself around, to do things that... Is that just gonna work constantly? That are different. Fuck! Because streaming... It's something I always thought about. But it's not something I ever really planned on doing. But then I ended up doing it. So I don't know. Maybe I don't understand anything. Funnily enough, when I asked the older man about that, he was like, I'm old and gonna die soon. And I was like, that's so real? Thanks, Oomphy. No! The bucket isn't working. I have to actually figure out how to... Oh, I figured it out. No! No! The piss bucket! Oh. 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 It's weird working. I've literally speak to people who do surgeries on brains sometimes where I work. Like I speak to neurosurgeons and it's really funny talking to them and they're like, yeah, no fucking idea, Oomphy. No idea what the fuck a brain is. No idea. I just do things. I get paid a lot of money to do them. It is so complicated. And the way people decide... You know, actually, I just realized I can play music. I know I'm being ADHD as fuck right now, but I can't help it. My entire plan fell apart. Let me have this ADHD-ness as a treat. Let me just be inconsistent as a treat. If I crash the game, I'm gonna cry and end stream. There we go. That's gonna be too quiet for you guys, isn't it, though? I always do that, where I make it loud enough for me, but... Yeah, that's good. Did I crash the game? Okay, thank fucking God. Why is the frame rate like 1? Dude, I need to buy a new RAM immediately after this stream. Oh my god, the FPS. The fucking FPS. You know what? You know what, actually? Too loud? Fuck. It's a 3070 Ti. I was playing music, not just music. I was playing the video of the music. Here, one sec. I got a great idea. I have a wonderful idea. I have an absolutely unmatched idea. Who wants to buy some fucking RAM? Oh wait, that's the wrong browser, isn't it? Who wants to buy me some RAM? Who wants to fucking help me? Who wants to save me? Who wants to make me... You can manager alert me right now. You can teach me how to be a good streamer. Was that PC part picker? It was. Let me see if I can get my PC. By the prettiest RAM? Do you like the RAM with the pretty colors? The model has an After Effect? Oh, that's because... Oh, I know why it does. I know why it has that. Oh, no I don't. Why does it have the After Effect? Does it have the After Effect? I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Everything... What do you mean this part list is private? Why am I such a private person? How do I make it public? I don't like the lights either. When I build PCs, I don't build for the lights. I build for yeah, it's probably fucking fine, honestly. I build specifically so that I can have the smallest machine. Sadly, there's some lights in there, but I turn them off manually. But this is my current PC, besides the RAM not working. This is my tiny little boy. See, look at that, it's beautiful. I love stuff like this. Yeah, I have an ITX build. Ah. You know, maybe I am a bit scatterbrained because I spent 30 minutes testing Harvester for it to not work, so I'm mad. I'm a little bit mad. So now I'm just doing random things. Mostly because I want to stream. I want to stream every single day. I come home and I want to stream, but I have other responsibilities. I come home and I want to stream. I have maybe 2 or 3 hours before I have to go to bed. Like, it's... Currently... Don't work in a hospital. Louis? Captain Tipper? I think he has an ITX build. I think he does. I'm not too positive. I believe he does. I just wanted something that wouldn't take... I wanted something that wouldn't take much space and something that can move around. And also, I didn't care about seeing whatever's going on inside, because I also, like Dokuro, do not give a fuck about lights. If anything, the lights annoy me. I'm a doctor? No. My human form, there's many jobs in a hospital, okay? I'm not a doctor. Do you really think I'm smart enough to be a doctor? I'm smart enough to be like... Let's think of this like chess pieces. I'm smart enough to maybe be a knight or a bishop. I'm not smart enough to be the king or queen. Am I a patient? Yes. Yes, I am. Janitor? Well, considering that you just watched me play this for at least 5 minutes or so, do you really think I'm good at have any fucking idea how to clean? I would go into... This is what it would look like if I was the janitor at the hospital. I would come into the hospital and this is all that would fucking be left. I'd enter a patient's room and be like, hey, I have to clean, and I'd throw them the fuck into the hallway. And then that's where they'd be. The actual doctor would show up and be like, bro, and I'd just say, you know, he was in my way. But no, I'm not a doctor. I am a patient. I am definitely a patient. I do pick up my prescription meds from my hospital that I work at. Yeah, think lower rung, but not that lower rung. My job is emotionally difficult. But that is my baby. And this is the RAM that fucking failed me. Yeah. It also just costs more. It costs more to have RGB. And for what? RGB looks bad. RGB actually genuinely just looks fucking terrible. Am I stupid? Can I not have both? I guess I can't have both. Let's get 64 gigabytes. You're a tech hipster? You're running the Intel GPUs? Dr. Glen. Calling Dr. Glen. Nurse? That's a pretty good guess. I would say, every single day, like, I'm not a nurse, but I'm a, like, I have the responsibilities of them. The position, there's a lot of weird position names at hospitals, but yeah, sure. For simplicity's sake, yeah. Tell me. Is it worth it? Is the RGB worth it? Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna get. Also because I have... Oh, I closed it, but because I have a very close to the ground air fan. Wait, what is it called? CPU cooler. My CPU cooler, it's a very tight fit. All the stuff that I put into this PC probably should not be in the case that I have it, because the case is only like 16 liters or something like that. But I did it because I'm insane and I didn't feel like buying a different case. So I need RAM that specifically is lower to the ground, or it won't work actually, so I'm probably gonna buy that. Oh, 4,000. $180? That's probably fine. Okay, I'll keep that tab open. Would I be able to suck out the poison? I don't know if I'd be able to suck out the poison enough to save you, but I'd be able to suck really well. You know? I can really suck. I can suck in so many multitudes, so many different definitions of the word. It's so possible for me. I don't know if I'd save your life. I probably wouldn't try to save your life. I would just be like, oh, that's delicious. I love blood. Like that sort of thing. You know, and if you died, I would just be like, oh, well, I tried my best. That should be in the nurses training. Instead of teaching me how to do CPR and teaching me how to use the crash cart, they should really teach me how to suck out somebody's blood from their cock. I feel like that's much more prominent in today's age, and like people are gonna show up to the hospital, to the ER, and that's primarily what they're gonna go for. You don't think I need it? I need it. It's gonna be literally zero difference, but I need it. I usually buy the most expensive. The most, like, I just buy whatever. Like, if it doesn't cost that, if it costs, like, significantly more than the other one, I'll buy that. But for now, I don't think it matters. I think CL18... The thing that I care about, actually, is if it's B-die. See, the timings are bad. Okay, this is just gonna be turning into nerd shit too much, honestly. But the timings are kind of bad. Those are like middling timings. Because the reason I bought the RAM that I have now for the 32 gigabytes was because it's B-die RAM. Because I wanted the most out of the performance. But alas, it fucking died, and I'm too lazy to send it in for the manufacturer warranty or whatever. But I think for now I'm just gonna buy that and see how that works. Because Jesus fucking Christ. Why am I at 1 FPS? Will I notice the difference though? No. But I'll know the difference. That's what's more that matters to me because I'm an insane fucking human being. Even though it's things I won't notice, if I know that I cheaped out, it bothers me. Specifically when it comes to PC parts. Fuck. For me, it's about... For me, it's about doing the thing that satisfies my brain more so than noticing the difference. If you took away even a single MHZ from me, I would end you. I would find you. I would find your exact location. I would come. There would be no escape. All of a sudden, I would be out your window. I have grown wings. I am a demon. I am an Oni. Nobody knows. Even I don't know. I'm a half something. Something's going on. And I'm gonna drive my horny horn through your fucking heart if you take a single MHZ away from me. Which is also something I do. That might be why my RAM fucked up. Is because I maybe overclocked it too much. And it was unstable. And it was unstable for so long that it broke it. That might have been me. That might have been my fault, potentially. I hope it wasn't, because I usually feel like I'm a smart person when it comes to that. But I was not very smart then. I can't believe how terrible this game runs. How much is Power Wash Simulator? I bet that game runs better. I can't wait to see the VOD where, like, the chapters change every 10 minutes. I'm Alt F4ing. Why isn't the game fucking... Alt F4, Alt F4. This game's too strong to Alt F4? I mean, I am a quitter. Get me the fuck out of there. I can't be bothered to do that, to be honest. Also, my current motherboard is a very good motherboard. My current motherboard is a very expensive motherboard. I don't want to buy another motherboard while I still have this one. Like, this is a top-of-the-line motherboard. And I don't want to buy a top-of-the-line motherboard for DDR5. I do not want to do that. Oh, wait. I actually do have something we can do. I do have something I can do that'll make me a bit less insane. Make me a little bit less insane. But give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds, and then I'll reveal the truth of the world to you, okay? I just need to go pee. I'll be back. I should probably mute my mic. I don't want you to potentially... I don't want it to be a Maury Calliope situation where somehow you hear me in the distance, and you, like, up the audio, and you're like, here's what this boy sounds like pissed. Okay. Be honest with me. I'm looking deep into your eyes currently. I need 100% honesty in this moment. You can't lie to me. How intently were you listening? I muted the mic. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I also grabbed water. Some H2O, some hydration. So basically, I'm gonna need to piss again anytime now. You actually left to go get rice? You left me? Why? Why does everybody leave me? You know how hurtful that is? Are you that type of person? Do you just leave at the drop of a hat? At any sort of instance of possible difficulties? Is that how you are? I just expected so much more from you. I dropped my water cap. I don't know where it went. There it is. Did a shrimp fry your rice? Out of curiosity. Ah, don't look at that. Don't put out the tongue, please. There we go. Why is my mouse cursor there? Everything's broken. That's fine. So my idea, the truth of the world that I was gonna reveal. If I could figure this out. Oopsie. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to using Google Chrome. Not that it particularly matters to me. What is it called again? What is it called? What is the personality test called? Fuck. The Brigg personality test. Myers-Briggs. Basically, Zatsu content. Because I'm afraid of playing any games. That's a good... I'll do that one. Family quiz. Who are you? Everyone is one of the 9 Sailor Moon characters. It's time to find out who you are. Fighting evil by moonlight and winning love by daylight. It's all in a day's work for you. Which gemstone speaks to me? Diamonds. I am a expensive fella. What do I wish the world had more of? Ambition. I need more people willing to just fucking destroy everything else for the sake of their own gain. Don't think. I'm already doing that. No worries. I picked the LTG Lightning. Biggest pet peeve. These are all This is the wrong website? What do you mean this is the wrong website? What do you mean? You're telling me that this I'm gonna be misgendered? I'm gonna be Miss Sailor Moon? What, like, is that what's gonna happen if I use this website? They're gonna be wrong? That's me! I don't want to win! I just want to ruin everyone else's time! Genuinely, when I play Battle Royale games, that's what I'm like. When I play Battle Royale games, I never play them solo. I play Battle Royale games with friends. If we are gonna lose, my immediate thought is how can I ruin the other people's time? Because they're gonna beat me. You quiz. Okay, fucking fine. How long is this quiz, though? Let me see. Let me judge if this quiz is good enough. Laziness. Which cat do I love the most? This one. Just leave the rest. I'm gonna pick this option, and I'm gonna immediately pick just leave the rest to me, and I'm gonna be Tuxedo Mask. Genuinely, that is right. No! I don't want to be Uranus. I'm not strong-willed. I'm not independent. I'm very charming, but not the other two. Some people find you intimidating at first, but you're absolutely loyal to the ones you love. To put it simply, you're a badass. Tell me, am I a badass? Is that how you would describe me? Okay, I'll do the correct one. Let's see if I got misgendered by that one. Is this correct, Mrs. Moon? Mr. Moon? Mrs. Moon? Moon? They Moon? Is this correct? Imagine a mysterious cat with a glowing croissant. With a glowing crescent moon on her forehead, follows you down the road. You turn towards her, and she begins to talk of the apocalypse to come, and insists that it is your duty to save the world. What do? I'm a little bit hungry, okay? I'm allowed to be hungry. I've been streaming for 2 hours, panicking because nothing went right. But I've been having a lot of fun, so I think it's okay. Well, okay then. I ask her what she thinks I should do, and then I'll probably do it. I feel like no sign from the universe could be as blaring as this. I argue ethics and philosophy. I ask the cat where she's from and who she is. I straighten my posture. Oh, hello, my lady. Oh, is it my time to shine finally? Have I finally been chosen? I'll drink to that, pal. I panic and run home. Honestly, probably this one. I feel as though I'd assume it's some sort of dream, and I couldn't help myself but tell her all about how she's made the right choice. I did run away. Well, okay, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess I'd panic and run. I don't know, a talking cat is different from Virgil Homeless Man. I assume the cat didn't start playing boss music. I'm not... I didn't get bullied. I understood where you were coming from. I wouldn't call that getting bullied. That was just... You know, fuck you. In the local bookstore, you pick the acclaimed dramatic novel that's all the rage in the literary magazines. Pick the volume of poetry. No, that's not true. Pick a magazine with your favorite girl group on the cover. You follow the band members' Instagram accounts. Are you in the stationery section, deliberating for a long time over which pen has the best ink flow and grip to it? Damn, you grip pens with that hand, boy? Sports magazine? No. Self-help books? Fuck no. Fuck no. You think if girls and boys can't fix me, self-help books are gonna fix me? I'm a VTuber. Pulp fiction, romance novel. Probably this one, to be honest. That or the romance novel. I do like love stories. Love can blossom anywhere. Which of these archetypes do I relate to the most? The mystic. The princess. I'm a princess. I'm a princess. Nobody can steal that from me. I'm a little princess. You should all spoil me and take care of me and not bully me and ruin my life at all times. I don't know what, I always say, oh, I'm having fun, but in reality, I'm just getting fucking bullied. I come on to here to experience high school all over again. I'm getting shoved in the fucking lockers. Probably the jester. I don't think most people would disagree that the jester is probably the archetype I relate to the most. The knight or the jester, I'd say. I'll go for the jester. It's okay. Don't end your fucking comments with a single period. Good kind of bullying? It's okay. It's alright type of... It's the alright type of bullying. Oh, I forgot to change the just chatting again. One sec. Down at a concert and people in the chairs in front of you keep taking selfies, which feature you in the background of feel very awkward. Hell yeah. Fucking hell yeah. Steadily turn to your best angles. There's so many options. I'm gonna get punished if I get that. I don't think I can get it after the first choice. I don't like to think of this logically, but I think the first choice might have screwed me over where I ran away. Tuxedo Mask is not a coward. These ideas about apocalypses, which of them resonate with you? Not an end, but the start of all things that are left to do. We deserve a soft epilogue, my love. Sure, everything's ending, but not yet. We stared into the face of death, and death blinked first. Don't wake me for the end of the world unless it has a very good special effects. What a sentence, that's not a very good... Tuxedo Mask runs away all the time? Yeah, but not like... He doesn't run away because of, he doesn't understand something. Tuxedo Mask runs away because he understands fully. Songs remain. They last. A song can last long after an event, and the people in it are dust and dreams and gone. That's the power of songs. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Claz. You have a great night, too. You better leave me on in the background, though. Well, I guess at this point, I'll just always be the background noise in your head. I have heard the languages of the apocalypse, and now I shall embrace the silence. That kind of sounds like something I might say, to be 100% honest. I'm on the battlefield for my lord. I'm on the battlefield for my lord, and I promised him that I would serve him till I die. Till I die, till I die, till I die. And what rough beast, its hours come at last, slouches forward, slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. Probably. This sounds like something I would say. This is pretty cringe of me to say. Actually, fuck me. Fuck my brain for knowing that this is kind of something I would say. Not in a very Rizzy type of way, but this is something I would say because I'm unbelievably cringe. And I love the idea of ending. I love the idea of epilogues, and I love adjectives attached to the word epilogue. So maybe, I don't know if I'd say my love, my darling, my Discord kitten, but I think that one's it. You try something you've never tried before, and you're not very good at it for the first time. I stop. I quit. If I'm not very good at it the first time, what's the point? If I'm not the best at something, why am I bothering? How would I react? I'm incredibly ashamed. I never do it again. I feel like if that was true, I probably would have stopped VTubing pretty quickly. Probably would have stopped streaming very quickly. This is the more likely choice, if I was going to be realistic about myself. I like being honest, but being honest with yourself is harder than anything. But I think I'm telling the truth when I say I think this is it. I tell myself to stick with it till I'm good at it. I'm harsh on myself, and don't allow myself to be bad at it for longer than I can work myself out of. Oh, wait a second. I just read the other ones. I am good at everything. There's no chance I would be bad at something. Which of these types would I crush on? Cool, enigmatic, mysterious one. The funny one. The goofy. The one that I let hit because they're goofy. That is a possibility. I definitely get crushes. I feel it's impossible to not get crushes. There's people you like. You can't help it. The athletic, good-looking, popular one. Hell yeah. That's pretty close. I think. Hopefully. Could you never replace me? Can I not be replaced? I don't feel as though I'm very replaceable. I know when you work like a regular 9-to-5 shitty job, you're very replaceable. But personally, I don't think I'm very replaceable. So I feel like this is applicable. Now, wait a second. This is who I'd crush on. The masked hero in a tuxedo and cape who hands you... That's a bit on the nose, I would say. That might be a bit too direct, to be completely honest with you. I like this one. I don't need somebody to be super smart, but I do like when people use their emotions, even if they're awkward with them. They don't specifically have to be awkward with them, but I feel like that's the close. I like people who understand themselves, or at the very least try to. What kind of story would you star in if you could choose? The heart-wrenching almost tragedy. Nothing for me ever ends comfortably happy, so let's not go with that. The comedy, where people laugh at your jokes? Please laugh. I'm on my hands and knees. Please laugh. Tell me you're laughing. Tell me everything I say is funny. Please, please, please. This is unbelievably not me. Definitely the comedy. You know, there's an interesting difference between stand-up comedians and actor comedians. You realize that actor comedians really are not funny people. They are good at playing the comedy act when they're given words that other people wrote for them, but when they themselves have to be funny, they're just not there. And then stand-up comedians are genuinely just, they're usually depressed as well, but they're genuinely just funny people. Ah. I love water. It's like a tsunami of no taste in my mouth. I commission an artist. What do I ask them to paint? I OCs. Who doesn't have OCs? Even people who say, I don't have OCs. People who think to themselves, I don't have a character. You have a character in your head that you've built for yourself. You have a facade that surrounds you that you don't even realize. You have OCs. You yourself are an OC. Genuinely, I believe this. You're an OC. You're you, but you're an OC. You put up a tiny little facade, even if you don't realize it. You write yourself to be a specific way. You can't help certain things about yourself, but you can change yourself. And people facade themselves without even realizing it. I do it. I realize it. I'm not... Would I be inherently charismatic, confident, stupid, himbo? I don't know. But there's something that I'm doing with the idea of who I am, more so than anything else, that is pushing me to be who I am at this moment. Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of bullshit, but you gotta get what I mean. Everyone has that little bit of facade, and it never goes away. I don't think it ever goes away. There's no such thing as a true face, but that is your true face because you're the one who's making it. Dude, and that's actually the truest face you can have, the one that matters to you, the one that you put together yourself. It's just hard to maintain it. Here's a concept to be the face of. Love or creativity? Love or creativity, I think. I talk about creative stuff all the time, creative endeavors, and even the creativity of being yourself, so... But also, I'm a hot anime boy on the internet. And I love being loved. I like being loved. I like loving other people. I like loving things. And I like talking about the things that I love. Because I feel love in this situation to me is synonymous with passion. Even though that would probably be creativity. I'm gonna say love. A friend hurts my deepling's feeling. Holy shit, am I dyslexic? A friend hurts your feelings deeply. What do you do? I argue with them loudly in public. That is actually something that happened to me. When I went to Japan, kill them? Is there an option? How come this couldn't be I show up at their house and murder them? Because that is probably would be the best one, but they removed it. And also, that's not very Sailor Moon girl boss of you, Moondoll. That's very not. That's gonna get you in a lot of trouble. You can't be a sailor if you're doing that kind of thing. I send them an ambiguous, hard-to-read text and wait to see what they'll do. Genuinely, this could be something I do just to fuck with them. But I think in this situation, it's not fucking with them. Do they kill people? Do they actually die? I don't remember. I only watched Sailor Moon as a kid. My human young years, Sailor Moon, I wasn't as comfortable with myself. I was a young lad. Young lads weren't allowed to watch girly things, even though Sailor Moon is unbelievably not girly. It's in the TV show and the manga? So it's in the manga then. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me, Moon. Why do you always gaslight me? It's like the Yu-Gi-Oh manga then, isn't it? Really does sense. Not her friend, granted. Oh, I see, okay. It's probably really similar to the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, where there was the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime, where it adapted it pretty wholeheartedly. Where it's just, the Shadow Realm is, you're just fucking dead. It's like, Yugi has a gun. That is the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. And then the show's like, friendship, I love all these monsters, I love this. It's always funny at the little things of these, like, super popular franchises, their origins. For this question, I feel it's unbelievably contextual. It's very contextual to how they hurt me, who they are, and how they are. I had a friend, when I went to Japan for the first time, my best friend, he got upset at me. He was stressed and trying to be a good host and, like, show people around because, you know, this is our first time being there, and he got stressed out. And we were in Uji, and he blew up. He blew up on me. And in that situation, I left. I was very upset to be getting yelled at in public, especially at public in Japan. Like, there's not public... In Japan, there's really not as many public outbursts like that or publicly crazy things that happen while you're just, like, on a train or walking around versus, like, America. You go to New York, you go to Los Angeles. Like, when I went to Los Angeles for the first time, you already know the boss story of the Devil May Cry Virgil approaching me, the homeless man. But I went to Santa Monica Pier, and a guy just came up and said, "I'm gonna kill you." And, like, he just, his eyes never blinked. He couldn't blink. He was unbelievably focused on murder in that moment. And that's all he said. And he just stared my friend down. Unbelievably uncomfortable. But in Japan, that doesn't happen. So I was especially, well, it doesn't happen that often. But I was especially upset because of being in Japan. Because I'm a massive weeaboo. I am. I don't think it's a secret. I don't think it's something I could ever hide. I have an obsession. With far too many things. And they're all Japanese related, I'm so sorry. But that's part of the charm, I think. So he does that to me, and I'm doubly mad because of that. And I just left. He got mad at me for nothing. It was literally just a build-up of him releasing emotions, and that happens. So I did forgive him, but I spent that entire day by myself. I didn't even hang out with the people I was in Japan with. I just walked around Uji by myself. I don't know if you've watched the anime Hibike Euphonium. I went up the mountain where in season 1, the very gay scene between the two main girls, Reina and Kumiko, she's in a white dress. You can kind of see the outline of her vagina, to be honest, if you look hard enough during the moonlight. I went up to where that happened, and there were other people there on anime pilgrimages to see things, and I hung out with them, talked to them, some Japanese people, had a good time, and then they all left, and I was there by myself, and I was like, what should I do? I was like, do I have to go back to the Airbnb now and have to still deal with him being angry at nothing? Or do I die in the mountains? Because this was a mountain. I was like halfway up a mountain. I think, okay, I'm gonna go home, mostly because I'm hungry and starving. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to hunt any food. I don't have that capacity. I can't hunt. I can't kill anything. The only thing I can kill is a woman's heart. That's all I have within me. So I start to go down the mountain. It's pitch black. My phone is on 20%, probably less. And I'm trying to use its flashlight. But the flashlight's not strong enough for how pitch black it had become. And I fall. I legitimately start rolling down one of the cliffs. Not one of the cliffs, one of the steep hills. I know there's another term for it, but my mind is failing to grasp that in my dictionary, in my personal dictionary. The vernacular is failing today. And as I'm falling, I'm just going, ow, 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 and I scrape my knees, scrape everything. My clothes look like shit. I stand up, and I'm like, you know, I probably deserve this. I probably should have had the conversation with my friend. I should have talked to him. I should have talked him down. I shouldn't have just left. I shouldn't have abandoned that emotional moment, because it feels bad for both of us. And even if it felt bad if I had done that and it didn't work out, I would have preferred doing that instead of just running away. Well, maybe running away isn't the right type of word. I was on vacation. I wanted to relax. But on the train ride home, I didn't talk to him at all. Because he lived in Japan. He just went back to his house. So I didn't see him again. And then I went to the K-On High School. The K-On High School, which is a very, very annoying trip. It's not like there's any direct trains there, and it's not like you can get there fast. The trains that go there go really slow. They're not the bullet trains. And on the way home, he like texts me and he's like, Are we just never gonna talk again? And he's like, you're such a fucking idiot. I love you. So I forgive people. I forgive them. I don't think I forgive them more than once. But it's very dependent. Because this wasn't the biggest thing in the world. My feelings were deeply hurt, I would say, in this moment. But I forgive people. I do. People are more than their mistakes. Do I like... Oh, you are making me do... You're making me do the zodiac sign thing. Why'd you know what this site was? Explain yourself. Have I been bamboozled? I think it's interesting, I do. But talking to people about astrology, especially girls, frightens me. It terrifies me. Because I'm like, how into you? It's the, hey, I'm so hungry, and the horse looks at you and says, how hungry? Because that's how I feel when someone's like, I like astrology, or they ask me my zodiac sign. I look at them deep in the eyes, and I think, why do you want to know that? How into it are you? I'm very scared right now. There's so much that could go wrong. There's so much that has gone wrong. There's a tendency, I've realized, that astrology attracts insane people, which is why I'm probably a little bit interested in it. But I'm interested in so many other things that I haven't dedicated myself to learning too much about it. Mostly because the last time I talked about astrology in depth was with a guy giving me a haircut, and he was genuinely upsetting me. I just wanted a haircut. I wanted to be the fittest, tightest little Oni boy on the block. And he's sitting here while he's giving me a haircut, asking me my zodiac sign, and would not leave me alone about it. He's like, I knew it. And then I don't know if this is something you're aware of, but like, there's like 2 different types of zodiac signs, a doubly type of voted zodiac sign. I'm not entirely certain. He was like, you're a fucking Taurus Capricorn. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I can't remember anymore because I really didn't want to remember. Say I'm restarting the music. But yeah. I don't think it means very little to me. But... probably this. If I cared more about it, I would choose to be whichever sign I consider the coolest. I'm almost done with the test. Did I take too long? Am I talking too much? Should I be speedrunning the test? Each celestial body has its assignment at your time of birth. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. You're actually scaring me. I am still like going to get Tuxedo Mask. I am a little bit afraid. But I'm also afraid of Zodi. I'm also afraid of astrology. Hey, Redoxy. And hey, Kisune. Kisune? I got bad experiences. You can't trust people who are into it too much. Like, what are you saying? My celestial body has its assignment at my time of birth? Is it the Oblivion starting screen? Is that what you're telling me? Trust me? You know that when you say trust me, there's very little trust that's gonna be had. Choose one of these ways choose one of these ways that Am I dyslexic? What does that say? Choose one of these ways of looking at people. You're all just an audience to me. You're literally meaningless. There's actually zero reason for you to even be in my presence. You're just lucky, fortunate to be born at the same time as I. Now, these choices confuse me. Oh yeah, my ADHD brain activated. Runoxy, why'd you cancel your stream? I'm so sad. I was gonna chill out while figuring out Harvester, but I messed up anyway, so it didn't matter. But one of these ways of looking at people, it's like these two, I'm looking at them as an audience. Like, am I looking at multiple people at the same time? Am I looking at all of humanity that way? Or is it how I just look at, is it if I look at the crowd, I'm seeing them as individuals? What is MBTI? What is MBTI? Oh. The thing that I was originally gonna do before I got baited into becoming Tuxedo Mask. Individuals, I think, you know? I mean, I know that if I pick this, I'm gonna get Tuxedo Mask. But also, this kind of fits me in a way, doesn't it? Crowds too big to fathom, with some unique faces I recognize as only themselves. Yeah. When you look at an audience, you find something that you can identify. Oh no! I knew it to be true. I knew it to be true, but it's not. It's a lie. It's not. It's incorrect. I want to do another test. It's not true. Wait, what does that say? I can't read from this far. This is the cursed result. Sorry. I have style. I mean, this description fits me, but is that Tuxedo Mask? I thought Tuxedo Mask was cool. Right? Girls like Tuxedo Mask, right? This is the good option. Why is this a cursed result? I don't know enough about it. No? Wait, is Tuxedo Mask, like, misogynistic? Where's the Tuxedo Mask Twitter call-out post? I really hope I don't open Twitter and see porn. Who the fuck is this? Okay, well, we have different results, though. We have different results. Why is this the test that matters more? This test should not matter as much. I want to pick the test where I'm not Tuxedo Mask. I think that's the most fair option. I know, but when he disappears, you kind of think he's cool, right? I don't know, this feels targeted. I feel as though you decided you wanted me to take this test because you knew what I was gonna become. It's almost unfair. And also, you were really specific about it. No, not that test. That's the wrong test. You can't take that test. You have to take this test. The test where I know you'll get fucked over. I don't know. I have great style. I have great style. That matters. That does matter. He's really mean to Serena and also is either captured or useless. I think that when he's not useless, he's probably pretty cool though, right? The truth. Let's see, I don't know. Is he a Rizzler? Because the last time I did one of these tests, I was told I was like the god of Riz. And I don't think he's the god of Riz. So I feel like these tests are slowly lying. Like, maybe it's the multiple personality thing. Like, I have too many personalities. Anyways, there is no truth if the VOD gets deleted. Everyone loves her? So everyone loves me. Right? Right, Dokuro? Everybody loves me? That's what that means, right? Because I got those two options. I'm very stylish and everybody loves me. That's my takeaway. I didn't want to be Uranus in that moment. Things change. Things change. I now want to be Uranus. This is me. I didn't fly. I didn't flee. I simply listened to the crowd. The crowd of unique faces. It's absolutely unbelievable that this has happened to me. I'm definitely deleting the VOD. Definitely deleting the VOD. So before I delete the VOD, I'll at least do this one. Because I haven't done this in a long time. I haven't done this in a very, very long time. How long is it, though? Is this something that I should dedicate to an entire stream? Because I'm hungry. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be going for. I mean, I say that, but I always stream longer than I anticipate. There. Since it's obviously the truth. Let it be known. Let it be known. Wait, where's it download on Firefox? What the fuck is this? I'll say this WebMP. I hate this. There we go. I'll be a PNG tuber. I hate to make you all aware. I'm gonna inform you all of my greatest decision. I'm dropping the Glenpai persona to be a tuxedo mask VTuber from now on. I was told by several people that it is who I am, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I have no choice but to accept it. No, I don't. Shut up. How do I look like this? What do you mean I look like this? Absolutely no way. Where is the resemblance? Similar hair parting. Everybody has similar hair part. You are literally looking for anything to make me equivalent to this man. Now there is one thing I can say that is similar. He's holding a rose and I have a spider lily, but I don't hold my spider lily. We're both looking to the left. That's very true. But I can make him turn around with a simple... Now we're not both looking to the left. No longer both looking to the left. So I'm not Tuxedo Mask. I am Uranus. Even though that's not... I didn't want to be Uranus either. Does he have the fuckboy glove? Maybe he is me. Those are gloves, but are those fuckboy gloves? That's the important part. Because I got fuckboy gloves. Where did I just move that to? I don't know how to do anything. See, the fuckboy gloves. Not the same. It's not the same at all. It's insulting to even suggest that he fuckboys as hard as my gloves do. Oh, not that again. Where'd it go? I lost everything. Ah. I really need to learn how to do things properly at some point. Yeah, let's put my little guy. Put him right there. I'm covering too much of the screen for this one. I'm afraid of how long this is gonna take me. I wanted to eat food. Actually, here, I have an idea. I have a protein shake that was in my mini fridge. That'll be good enough. That's a meal. I don't need anything more than this, to be honest with you. I'm an endurance streamer. I'll live off of my soy. Okay. So, this is a popular test, isn't it? Where is it? What did I do? What did I do to it? Did I close it? Am I stupid? I'm fucking... Oh wait, it's on Firefox. I am stupid. What did you just see? What was it? There shouldn't be anything too weird. Is it my desktop? You've seen my desktop before, haven't you? My desktop is just the Majikoi girl getting spanked. It's been that for most of my life, I feel like. Just this. Did you see this? I thought you don't think you've seen it before? That's my desktop. It's been that for a very long time, to my parents' demise. I love Majikoi. Majikoi is a really fun visual novel. That is what you saw. Don't think anything of it. It doesn't say anything about my taste or anything. I just think it's funny. Do not make assumptuous assumptions. Ah, okay. I've drank half my protein shake. I'm rejuvenated. I probably should eat real foods at some point tonight, but for now, I have to figure out who I am. Which, if you know about astrology, you know about this, don't you? Right? That goes hand in hand. People who know about astrology also know and care about the Myers-Briggs personality test, right? This is the worst. Wait, this is astrology technically? Don't call me out. I'm sorry. I know people too well. I know how people fall into place. This one, I've known about it, and I've done it before, but it has been so long since I did it. See, I would say I do regularly. I very much make friends. I do. But at the same time, I don't. I don't. Ever since I started VTubing, I have not made that many friends. I usually do, but it's terrifying talking to other people. I've talked about this before. For VTubing, I think it's difficult to not come across as somebody who's just talking to them because they're established in a way. Which, I don't care about numbers. That was a long time ago in my life. I did care about numbers on the internet. I did. But I really don't anymore. Numbers poison your perspective and ruin you. Do I like numbers in that if I had them, I'd be happy? Sure. Getting big numbers feels good. That's just how the brain works. But talking to people for the sake of it, no. I do regularly make new friends. I do. I talk to people. I love talking to people. I do spend a lot of my free time exploring random various topics. That might be part of my mental illnesses if I had to make an assumption about myself. Kind of, yes. When I see other people cry, I like to... Maybe I'm a robot. Maybe I'm a robot in a way. I like to replicate people's emotions. I like to fit the vibe, if that makes sense. The atmosphere matters to me. I match atmospheres. I match vibes. So when someone does cry, I'm there. At my workplace, my human workplace, I work in the unit where people are at end of life. Now, I don't work there every single day, but I work there. I see emotion. I see emotions I've never experienced myself. So it's almost impossible to replicate that. But I have seen people cry too much in my workplace. So when I see them cry, it does make me want to cry, but not 100%, because I'm there to be useful. I'm there to be useful and empathetic, but I'm not there to cry, if that makes sense. Oh no, working at a hospital sucks ass. Don't do it. I highly recommend not doing that. Get any other fucking job. Get a job that lets you work from home. That's what I want to do. I do this. I hella do this. I make plans, and even going to order food. When I look at a menu, I pick 3 things. And if something goes wrong, and I know what you're thinking, what the fuck's wrong with you? Nothing's gonna go wrong. Nothing's gonna go wrong. You're ordering food. But if I order, I don't know, I order a taco, and she's like, we're out of tacos. I would cry. I would break down. I'd leave. I would stand up and leave the building. I don't want to deal with that. So instead, I'm ready. I'm ready. There's no tacos? Okay, give me the tendies. There's no tendies? Okay, give me that. And then if all 3 of those options fail, well, I cease to exist. I no longer am a person. I am no longer on the internet. I'm not Glenpai anymore. Honestly, I like when people order my food for me. If I'm being 100% honest. I'm a big boy, and I will order my own food. I will. But if I'm with somebody who's willing to tell the waitress what I want, I'm not gonna stop them. I'm not gonna stop them. I stay pretty calm under pressure, I think. I definitely can get nervous and anxious. It's almost impossible to not feel a little bit of that, right? At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people. Most of the time, the ones you already know. Yes and no. It's very dependent on the social events. If it's somewhere where I know people, where I know what I can start the conversation with, sure. I'm at an anime convention. I can go up to somebody and be like, yo, bro, you play that, you love me, I mean, you love My Hero Academia, bro? That's just fucking sick, dude. I love when Deku punched the fucking guy. That shit's fucking awesome. I fucking love it. You love it too? Let's go, dude, bro. But yeah, I can do that. But if I'm at a bar, which, God forbid I'm at a bar. I don't go to bars. But if I was at a social event that was not something where I can immediately identify why somebody's there, I'm not gonna just go up to somebody randomly. I'm not gonna go introduce myself unless there's a reason to introduce myself. Move further in the quarter. Slowly I'm gonna get rid of him. Slowly Tuxedo Mask is gonna go away and you're gonna forget about that quiz we took. But that's genuinely how I feel. There's no reason, if there's no reason to talk to somebody, why do it? feel like a bother. Nobody wants to be a bother. Nobody wants to be a bother. There are some people, though, who just, I don't know. Maybe it isn't them to just be that. But for me, personally, no. There is one time, though, when I went to an anime con, and I saw this girl cosplaying Danganronpa. She was cosplaying, oh god, what was her name? I love Danganronpa and I can't remember her name. She's like the girl with glasses, not the fucking, not them. I guess nerdy girl is not very descriptive, is it? God damn it! It's the one that like has two personalities. Me for real. The Danganronpa personality quiz. Yeah, her. Toko. She was cosplaying this character. The orange girl? No. Orange girl is my wife. But there's somebody cosplaying this girl, who, if you haven't played Danganronpa, she basically changes personality. Like, she just becomes a different person. She's this timid, kind of stupid, unbelievably awkward girl. But then she gets taken over by crazy tongue, like, girl, what can that girl do with that tongue type of girl. And also, she's gonna cut your cock off, so be careful. And she had the scissors with her. She had the double scissors with her. And I went up to her, and I was like, I'm gonna talk to this girl about Danganronpa, and it's gonna be the best experience of our lives. It was not a good experience. It was an unbelievably bad experience. Because I went up to her, and I was like, oh my god, I love Danganronpa. Do you love Danganronpa? And she was like, no, not really. And I was like, oh, okay. So why are you cosplaying Danganronpa? Like, you know, do you just like the character design? And she was like, that's what my boyfriend wanted me to wear. And I was like, oh, interesting. So, where's he at? And she was like, he's in the bathroom. And I was like, okay. So then he came out as I was talking to her during this time. And I think he might have heard me ask, I was like, oh, where's your boyfriend at? Because I was like, he likes Danganronpa. I'll talk to him about Danganronpa. I was really into it at the time. I wanted to talk to people about it. So he comes out, and I think he caught the tail end of that sentence where I said boyfriend. So he must have immediately assumed I was hitting on his girl. In this moment of strife, he came up to me, and he was very tiny. He was not a large man. So he came over to me, and I was immediately intimidated because I've never seen such a short guy look me so deeply in the eyes. I almost wanted to just crouch down and look him in the eyes with him. I thought we were having a moment. I thought him and I were about to like leave the scene together and make out or something. Because his girlfriend, she was out of the equation at this moment. Neither of us were thinking about the girl. We were thinking about each other. Maybe he was thinking about her a little bit because he was mad. But he comes up, stares me down. He isn't saying anything. And I realize, oh fuck, he's cosplaying Byakuya. I don't realize that he's staring me down because of that, but this short man is cosplaying Byakuya from fucking Bleach for some reason while he made his girlfriend cosplay a Danganronpa character. I thought they were gonna be twinning or something because she's obsessed with the blonde guy in Danganronpa, so I thought they were like twinning or something. I was like, oh, that's cute. But then he shows up as this like tall man, but he's the shortest man imaginable, and he's looking at me like this, and he goes, "Bun Kai." Sadly, it doesn't fucking work because I start talking to him about Bleach, and he's just so mad because I think he still thinks I was like talking to his girlfriend in like a negative connotation or something. So he just consistently keeps trying to shut down the conversation. But I'm like, nah, dude, I love in Bleach when it's fucking terrible, don't you? And he's just fucking constantly just sitting here staring at me. And I don't know what the problem is. I'm like, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm at an anime convention. Please, please, please. So eventually I'm like, okay, this conversation isn't working. So I look at the girl and I say, hey, can I get a photo with you? And that just makes him madder. It makes him unbelievably upset. And I still, at this point, was unbelievably ignorant to the fact that he was upset at me. So he looks at her and says, don't take a photo. But for some reason, I think she just liked taking pictures. She was like, okay. So he's sitting in the background of this photo I have of myself, just absolutely pouting and upset that I'm taking a photo with this girl. And it's my favorite photo of any anime convention that I've ever been to, because I did not realize until the photo was done and I asked her, hey, can you like stab me with, can I like be on the ground and you like stab me with your scissors and like step on me? And he was like, okay, no. He like got between us and he was like, hey, that's my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, I know she is. I was like, you guys' cosplays look great. I just want to get some photos. And then he realized I wasn't hitting on her. And he immediately got embarrassed and just was like, we're fucking leaving. We're fucking leaving. And he just took his girlfriend and left, and I never got the photo of her stepping on me. And it's very depressing to think about. That is something I do. It's probably not okay, but I usually do my best to discern the situation. I like, depending on the character, I like to ask, hey, I get a picture of you stepping on me? I have a lot of photos of cosplayers, like, stepping on me. Not in, like, a lewd way, but, okay, maybe it is a lewd way. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. I don't do it as often as I used to, but I have a lot of pictures of people stepping on me. Now, don't make any assumptions about me, please, based off of that knowledge. But that was probably the one bad time I've introduced myself to somebody at a social event where I thought it was okay. Wow, you missed the entire bit. How can you do this? My Zatsus are so good. How do you step away so often? My Zatsus are Kino, I've heard. I'm the Zatsu king. I don't think so, but I do like talking. I'm only on the first page. How many pages is this? I'm scared. Really try. I would say that amount I disagree. It's contextual. It's contextual. 10%! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. What time is it? Oh, that's okay. 12:40 is fine, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't go on a 20-minute rant on every question. Maybe I shouldn't have a story for literally everything. That's probably the better idea, I'd say. God. Some of these questions will be easier and I'll have nothing to say. That definitely happens. There's times in my life where I have nothing to say, right? The journey, it is more important. When I used to talk about media significantly online, when I used to be an onliner a long time ago who made content of different varieties, I talked about that quite a bit. I talked about the journey and how the way things end is very not important unless the writer makes it important. In your own life, you decide what's more important. If you care more about how you're gonna end, then that's you. It's on you. Unbelievably wrong. I start new projects all the fucking time. I don't know, I assume most people are like this. You start working on something, and then you get to one little wall, one little trial, where it's like, this is gonna take a bit more effort than it was taking a minute ago. And you get distracted by doing something else. If there is a Myers-Briggs test that assigns me tuxedo, what is the tuxedo mask one, Moon? Or Dokuro, because I know Dokuro knows about both of these. Which personality type is tuxedo mask is? I wonder if I can find that. Myers-Briggs test. Tuxedo mask. Oh my god, there's actually a database for it. Oh my fucking god. INTJ. Int J. You failed me. You failed me, Dokuro. Thankfully, there's a personality database that keeps track of this for some fucking reason. People are insane. I am very sentimental. I'm very sentimental. I keep things. I went to Chicago with some of my very good friends. Like, you hear this? You hear that ASMR? You like that? This is a receipt. I was going to say the name of the restaurant, which would be very bad. Because that would... Well, wait, no, that's not bad. Because I said it was in Chicago. I went to this place called Yellowtail in Chicago. Well, I guess that is bad. I just doxed that I don't live in Chicago. So... Applebee's. There's this sushi restaurant called Yellowtail in Chicago. And I have this ticket from here because it was the last meal I ate with them. Not like they died or anything. It's not like they're gone. They're still alive. I still talk to them daily, if anything. But this is the last meal I had with them before I've seen them last. This was the last meal I had in Chicago with them. So, I have it, and I still, that was about a year or 2 years ago now? That was the last time I saw them, so, I'm looking at it, and I'm just, I just think of everything. I think of every little memory. The escape rooms, walking around the pier, just being friends. When I look at things like this, it makes me feel happy. So I am sentimental. Just a little bit. Just a little bit sentimental. I do like to do this. I have many spreadsheets. Well, the thing is, I'm forced to do this. I don't know if you're similar, but I am forced to do this. Even if I did not have severe ADHD, even if I did not have that, how are you meant to exist as a person with so much? Everyone has so much going on at all times. How do you not organize, like, how do you not have lists for things you need to do? How do you not have schedules? Like, I don't particularly have schedules, but I have lists, I have spreadsheets, and I have daily lists of things that I have to do. Because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. And I feel like everybody would forget if they didn't have something to remind them that they have to do something. Agree. Sadly, I heavily agree. I'm not unbelievably insecure about myself, obviously. There's a lot of good things, but when I fuck up, I think about it. I don't know if I doubt myself entirely, but I think about it. I think about things a bit too much sometimes. Even just like basic messages. When I send messages to people, when I DM people, even posting a message in a Twitch chat, I think about it. I think how they're going to perceive it. I think about how it's going to be perceived by other people who read it. And it bothers, like, it's insanity, honestly. It's insanity. Yeah, I can do that. I do feel comfortable. If I walk up to someone I find interesting, I already know something about them. I know why they're interesting and why I can talk to them. So, I have no problem with that. I really don't. I have a problem... IRL, I have no problem with that. Doing that online is hard. Because there are a lot of people that I like. A lot of people that I respect. And a lot of people where I want to tell them what I like about them. Because that is something I do. When I talk to somebody, especially another content creator or something... God, I hate saying content creator. But there's no better descriptor, is there? For what people do online. I mean, is this even content creation? I'm just talking. I suppose it is. Everything's content, baby. Everything's content. You gotta clip it. You gotta post it to YouTube. You gotta cross-post it to all your socials. You gotta do it. You're never gonna make it otherwise. Oh, unbelievably disagree. I care about this so much. I like you less as a person if you're not interested in this. You need to dissect the things you like. The media that you like. The books that you like. The games that you like. You need to understand yourself. You need to also understand why other people probably don't like the same things you like. And you need to talk about it, because that is the interesting part of life. The interesting part of life is the differences between us. That matters. And also, it's just fun. It's fun. Now, there are some people who are unbelievably hostile and aggressive about those sort of things, but you cut them out. Those people do not matter. Cut them out of your life if they are that type of person. I'm at 20%. Jesus fucking Christ. I need to shut up. I need to shut up. I need to be quiet. I am a broken record. And I'm not playing beautiful music. I'm not even saying beautiful words. I'm just a broken record of nonsense that streams out of my mouth. But there are good music genres for that, I would say. I like electronic music a lot. Wait, what am I doing? It's not even related to the question. Shut up, me. Wait. I like noises and the way you can turn them into music. The way you can convince your brain that it's music. Because everything can be music. It's like doing stuff, I don't know if you can hear that, but doing stuff like that, the way that things can be created and the way that you can get past limitations, the way that you can do anything and everything in relation to creating, it's fantastical. I love it. What do you think? Because I honestly don't know. I feel like it changes. It's very contextual. I believe I follow the hearts more often than not. I do talk so much that it probably comes off that I only use my head. But I'm a pretty stupid fucking guy, I believe. I believe that's what's been dissected at this point. That is the conclusion. The hypothesis has been proven. The himbo tag is on there. The himbo tag is... The genius tag is still there because I am. But the himbo tag also exists for a reason. I'm a failure at intelligence occasionally, so it feels weird to say that I use my head. I follow my heart more often than not, I suppose. I'm very middling on this one. Because I use both. Both matter. Both matter. Both perspectives matter. I do prefer doing that. It is my preference, but more often than not, I do plan things. Disagree? Don't even need to talk about this one. I definitely care about making a good impression. I do like group activities. I do like media that lets me interpret things differently. Middling. I care about my own successes. I care about growing myself. But I also adore helping other people. I like other people. I want to see them do the things that they want to do, and I if I can be there to help them do the other things, why shouldn't I be? You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Yep. I feel like I maybe already had conversations about some of these on the earlier questions by accident because I just end up talking about it. Prone to worrying about things will take a turn for the worse. Sometimes. I definitely don't prefer to be the leadership role in group settings, but I think I've mentioned that I like control. I hate saying it that way because it comes off you know how it comes off. You know how it comes off, don't make me say it. I like control, I do. So I do like being the leader. I like deciding things. Disagree. I care about art far too much. The world would be a better place if people relied on rationalities and less on their feelings. Heavily disagree. But also, you need some rationality. But the idea that feelings can't be rational is unbelievably obtuse at most. Like, stupid, honestly. Feelings are led by your thoughts. They're led by your rationality. There's definitely some feelings that will steal your rationality, but you're still rationalizing your feelings to yourself. Maybe in a fucked up way, but you can. Disagree. Oh my god. I kind of want to take a picture of my room just to highlight that I have not been doing my chores. I have not been doing what I should be doing. I am living a life fulfilled. What? Can I find it? Can I find it? Do I have to sign in to search? That is lame. That is unbelievably lame, Mr. Elon Musk, sir. Not even sir. That man does not deserve a sir. The main primary reason that I posted this for my stream today, which, rest in peace, Harvester, never forget. Never forget the fact that I was meant to be playing Harvester. The reason I posted this image is because my room is kind of looking like this right now. I'm gonna be 100% on the real. I have kind of failed. A lot of things have piled up. I've been being good in that I've been replying to people. I've been messaging people. I've been on top of my being a good friend person, but I've not been on top of being a good to myself person. If you had to take would you come into my room? Would you take a seat? I know the answer is yes, but maybe this room can dissuade you. Is there any piss bottles? Nah, not realistic then. just kidding. You can't even tell what you're looking at. It's the my bedroom. Real. I do live like this. I'm unbelievably depressed to say that I currently live like this. Tell me, is it attractive? Because I know I talk to some people. I talk to specifically when it comes to girls. When it comes to how guys like girls, you got an ad to protect you from this image. I'm happy for you. When it comes to guys for some reason, if a girl is like this, they actually like it. And I'm like, you're fucking insane. You're fucking insane. I know that I say I can fix you, but there's too much to fix here. If this is your room, there's too much to fix. Which is why you should also give up on me. Because there is absolutely no way you're fixing me. This is how a dog lives. I might as well be barking. This is how a fucking animal lives. Bark! Bark! Woof! Woof! Like, honestly. Oh, I can't stop looking at it because it's so reminiscent of my current life that it's making me upset. And also, I wanted to keep the image up for a little bit longer so that Moon could look at it. There's no escape. Disagree, because... slightly disagree, because there are some chores I have to do, or I do feel anxious. You enjoy watching people argue? Kinda. It can be kind of fun. Slightly agree. My mood can definitely change very quickly. I've definitely gotten a handle on it, but keeping a consistent mood it's hard. I'm very patient. I'm very patient with people. I do things at the last possible moment. Have I been fascinated by what happens after death? So, I mean, kind of. I prefer the present. I prefer the moments. Moment to moment, beat to beat. I think being beat to beat and asking somebody this question is fun, but constantly wondering about the mortality of it all is, you know, I'm gonna live forever anyway. I'm gonna live forever in your head, rent-free. So there's no problem for me. I've literally built my entire self around being unforgettable. So kind of. I mean, I am fascinated by it, but I'm not driven by it, so sure. Disagree. I love being by myself. I don't know if you've realized it. I might be a bit schizophrenic. When I talk about having multiple personalities, it might be a little bit true because I just talk to myself. I talk to myself all the time. I wouldn't say I love myself, but I'm alright with myself. I can talk to the other personalities. I can have a conversation. I can say, hey, how you doing today, Mr. Angry? And I'll be like, I'm doing alright, I guess. I can be like, how you doing today, Mr. Kindness? And I'll be like, I'm doing great. I'm doing absolutely wonderful on this fine evening. How are you? Like, honestly. Being by myself, I can enjoy it. I love hanging out with people. I absolutely adore the people I've made connections with. But I like my alone time. I would definitely prefer to be by myself. But that's also because that's how I grew. I grew by myself. No one helped me. Not that people weren't there for me. But I definitely was mostly alone in my earlier ages. I didn't have many people to rely on besides myself. So it's comfortable, and also when I'm at my best, when I'm by myself. Bored or losing from the good tallies. Disagree. I like talking about things theoretical. Like things that are out there and insane. I like that. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Agree. I'm very empathetic. My job requires me to be empathetic. They never train you to be empathetic, but you better be empathetic if you're caring for people. I do mostly postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. It's honestly shocking that I even started VTubing, that I even started streaming, because I had this model for a minute before I actually hit stream. I kept finding every excuse in the book not to. I was like, I'm gonna do this big debut. I'm gonna prepare all this stuff and whatnot. And then one day I decided, I don't even know if I'm good at it. Why am I gonna put all this effort into something I'm not even certain about? So I started streaming. I started being here. I started being this person. Or I guess I was always this person, but I started being this person live. I second guess my choices pretty heavily. But I don't second guess all of them. Yes and no. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. I think social events can revitalize me. I feel like even people who think they're only introverted, it can help. It can definitely help. Going out there and doing something sociable, not in the context that it was exhausting for you, it's unbelievably helpful. Never let it go. I do like going to art museums. I really do. I enjoy reading the words on the walls. I enjoy talking to people that I don't know while I'm there. I enjoy sitting in silence with people just gazing at something. I remember when I was in Chicago, there was this art gallery on the second floor of, I don't know, the Chicago Museum. Probably well known, but I don't give a fuck about any of that nonsense. I don't care about attractions like that. I care about what's inside, not the idea that I went to a big museum that's known for being a museum. I don't care about that. But I went to there was an art gallery for Applebee's. There were attendees on the floor, and we were all looking at it, not even realizing it wasn't art. It was just food that somebody made and left. But that is the beauty of arts, is that it can be anything and everything. Art is your interpretation. Art isn't art, it's the interpretation of that art. So, those tendies looked pretty fucking good to me. They really symbolized the failure of society to raise our young to be themselves. We've absolutely failed ourselves in letting the internet take over and letting the internet raise these people. My parents would be a bit insulted to hear me say, my human parents would be, that I feel like I learned more from the internet than I did from them. Now, don't get me wrong. The internet taught me some bad habits and some bad things. But overall, I think it was a positive experience. Nowadays, I think it's mostly negative, because they're not going through the trenches like I was. If I wanted to look at a picture of a hot girl, or if I wanted to look at like a picture of a hot boy, if I wanted to look at porn, I had to like search deep and far. I had to wait for an image to be downloaded or something. Now that was a really young age. I was on the internet at far too young of an age. But now, even my human siblings, their internet is just social media. There's nothing, and I like social media. I like Twitter quite a bit. There's not much to be gained from using it at that young of an age. You just kind of feel bad as a person. Even now, sometimes I feel bad as a person. I know before I was saying numbers, I don't care. I really don't. But when you work on something and people don't see it, and you see someone just post some random shit post or something and get more likes than you, or get more numbers than you, or somebody who you don't respect is doing better than you, like you do feel bad about it. You do. But I learned from a young age to not deal with that stuff. I don't look at it or care. My siblings do. They do. They will absolutely stop trying at something at a heartbeat if numbers aren't associated with it. Because that's what social media has trained them for. I was trained for it to some degree. Everyone likes, like, I played too many video games, you know? Seeing a bar go up, seeing the little animations of big number, it's satisfying. But I feel terrible for my siblings, and I don't know how to help them. Disagree. I'm a very empathetic person. I don't like listening to people's problems, but if I'm close with you or I care about you, I wanna understand you, and I wanna help you in any way that I can. That was a bit too serious, maybe. I do have a to-do list. I do have a to-do list. What is my to-do list for today? I don't think my dude, I'm losing it. I don't think my to-do list today was very, very big. Let me see if I can get it up. No, there's no point in getting it up. There's literally only two things that I had to do today for sure. Pick up sister and stream. And I did both. I'm on top of it. I'm on top of it. Who doesn't love a guy who's on top of it? I'm absolutely peak content creator. My to-do list just says stream. Even though I love this, it's hard to do. It's genuinely hard to do. It's hard. Because you get in your own head, you mess up, you panic, you let things get to you, you let things that shouldn't matter get to you. There's so many layers to it. And I used to make fun of people who let it get to them. I was like, why do you let that get to you? It's stuff that doesn't matter. But it happens. You know, talking of letting stuff get to you, you rarely feel insecure. Disagree. I do feel insecure. I feel unbelievably certain of myself, but the insecurities, they're there. They're there. They're a part of everybody. They're what makes you you. Being unsure of yourself, there's nothing wrong with being unsure of aspects that you're not comfortable with. And even though I'm the best streamer on Twitch.tv currently live, I do feel insecure. I avoid making phone calls. Everybody does this, right? Nobody hits agree. Agree is not an option for here. Who likes making phone calls? Who likes calling the doctor? Who likes calling the dentist? Who likes calling Billy from work and asking him to cover your shift? Who likes any of that? Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to make that phone call. Runoxy, you're a fucking liar. Did you know that? Did you know that? I think you've just learned something about yourself. I've learned something about yourself. Moon, you're a fucking liar! Do I cultivate liars? Is that what I do? Have I just managed to bring liars into my life? Is that what I do? Is that why I'm gonna be a single loser for the rest of my life? Because I can't trust anybody. Because everybody who comes in here and tells me they like making phone calls is not somebody I would trust with even watching my dog. In fact, I would be terrified of letting you over my house. I don't know the evils that you would do. You would make phone calls in my house to people? How do you like it? How do you like it? Like, we're talking actual phone calls, right? We're not talking Discord calls. We're not talking Skype calls. We are talking physical. You're holding your cell phone up to your ear, and you're telling them to dump it. You would call my dog on the phone? Okay, I appreciate that. You're pretty nice, actually. But you are both liars. I genuinely feel that deep within my bones. Usually I can feel myself vibrate when I'm next to a liar. And currently, I'm going Mach fucking speed. You are telling me that you look forward to this. You look forward to looking like you're in a postmodern movie using a fucking Nokia phone. Do you call people just to talk to them on your phone? Because that to me is psychotic. That is genuinely psychotic. I look 25% cooler, you look 0% cooler. I look cool when I talk on the phone because it's me. When you talk on the phone, you look... I don't know what you look like. I just know you probably don't look cool. I'll Discord call anybody any day of the week, but I will not call somebody on my phone. Even when I'm on vacation and I'm like, I have to meet this person, I have their cell phone number and I have to call them, I hate it. It's like the reception, the quality. People on the phone sound like a wet noodle. What's the difference? Listen. When you're on a Discord call, I can be leaning back like this. I can be like, "Hey, what's up, Runoxy?" When I'm on the cell phone, I have to go, "Hey, what's up, Runoxy?" I feel like I can hear people eating their cell phones when I talk to them. It's not the same. It feels different. The atmosphere is different. Atmosphere matters. It's like when you take somebody on a date, when you go out with friends, the atmosphere is on your mind, right? That matters. It's significant. If you take somebody to McDonald's, it's unbelievably different than if you took them to Yellowtail, a sushi restaurant. It's like that. The atmosphere is different. The atmosphere kills me. Now, if I was calling you on this bad boy, I'd be okay with it. Educational Facebook post. McDonald's is pretty good. Would you be happy being taken to McDonald's on a date? I kind of think I would. I genuinely think I'd be okay with that. I feel some people might think, oh, they're treating me like a cheap whore. But if someone took me to McDonald's, I would know that they are pretty sure of themselves or poor. And I would hope it's the former. Because I'm not going to date a poor person. I'm just kidding. If the rest of the date was good, that is probably the more important parts. I mean, to be honest, I'm not a romantic relationship person. People come to me for advice for romantic relationships despite everything. I think it's in high school. Okay, I thought I was sending to my Amazon account for a second because I saw select your address and I was like, I was about to say, let's keep this under wraps, but thankfully I'm on Firefox. But we get to see Mac tonight at Mickey D's. You say Mickey D's too? I also say Mickey D's. I say Mackey's or Mickey D's. But fuck, what was I saying? What was I saying? I had a good thought, and now it's gone because I was thinking of Mickey D's and Mackey's. What was it? It's gone. It's gone. What was I talking about? Somebody please enter my mind and fix my brain so that I can talk more consistently without trailing off into some other thought. You just talking to your Bluetooth headset while slamming things around in the background? Well, that's not the same. That's not the same. That's talking on the phone, but that's basically a Discord call. Talking on the phone is putting the phone up to your ear. That's what I mean. And now what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Fuck. I have failed. There was a good idea and it's gone. Why are brains built to fail? Why are they... How do I have a thought and instantly delete it? Like, I just throw it into the recycle bin. God, it was... I had a story. That's why I wanted to talk about it. What was it? Oh. Wait a second. I'm only 68% of the way done. Fuck the story. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Yeah, I do. But the thing is, what does this mean? Because I don't really spend a lot of time trying to understand them. Usually, you can understand them pretty easily if you're not insane. Disagree. I do sometimes. Wait, did I pick that? Wait, go back. How do I go back? I don't want to have to start this test over from the beginning. How do I go back? Why is there not a back button? Okay. Okay. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Don't talk to me. Oh my god. I was about to end stream. I was about to just hit end stream and not stream again. I can't go back. I'm not allowed to go back. My personality's gonna be ruined by the phone question. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Forget everything. Forget everything. I do initiate plans. I would say... sometime middling. Yeah, I like to try to get things back on track, but also, I'm okay with being freeform. Yes. Yes, I am bothered by mistakes I make. I'm bothered by things that bother me, shockingly. Disagree. Mortality is an interesting topic. Disagree. I mean, you can't control emotions to some degree, but you can, I think. It's very dependent. Sometimes the emotions are too strong. Yeah, I do this. I do this. I was gonna tell a depressing story, but I won't. I will avoid the depressing story. Because it makes me sad to think about. Yeah. Yeah. Do not go back. I did not go back. I tried to go back. I tried to go back and the fucking Firefox gave me the knife emoji as well. I'm definitely a burst of energy. I think I can consistently organize and do things, but I am definitely a burst of energy. Also, I only just saw your message, Roxy. I didn't know Daya had a pleading emote. Have you seen the new Discord pleading emoji? It's become my most used emoji, I think. Like, someone I love this pleading emoji. The other one was garbage compared to it. I use this all the time now. I fucking love it. It's me for real, for real. This is how I look. This is how I just use it after every. The old one was good. I wish you could have both. But I like this one as well. This one is just the actual like dog eyes. Like I came up to you and I'm like, please, ma'am, please, just a crumb of pussy. Like it's so fucking good. The other one was good too, but I use this one a lot more than the older one ever since it got added. Maybe it's just because it's new. Maybe I like new things. Oh God, yeah. There, people, in the most humble way possible. I talk to people, and people do like me, I think, but I do feel like eventually I disappoint people. Like, they eventually are ruined by me. Face holding back tears emoji? I never actually really saw that one. Oh God, is this the new one? That's fucking terrible. Why is it it looks like his eyes are like doing the ooh, like when you see a hot girl in a cartoon. Like when the werewolf sees like a hot chick and it's just like wing. His eyeballs are erections. They're both kind of terrible. I don't like either of these ones. It was good because it was horrible? Yeah, okay, I can see it. I definitely like the older one. The newer one looks like a fucking cookie. It looks like a cookie that Mom made on Christmas morning. I'm not a fan. What is this one? I kinda like this one because it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. If someone sent this to me, I'd feel very uncomfortable. Yep. I do like a job where I work alone most of the time. But I don't know if I'd love it. I like talking. I do like talking to people. Nope. Fuck no. Who believes that abstract questions are pointless? Fucking Ben Shapiro? So when I go places, I'm a fan of both. I had a conversation similar recently, where when I go places, I don't like being a tourist, but there are some things that are worth being a tourist for. But personally, when I go on vacation, I like to go to the locations that are either lesser known or have less tourists going to them, and experiencing the place as it is normally. Because when you go to a place that's built for tourists, it's defined by the tourist. It's not defined by what it actually is. If you go to Times Square, it's Times Square. It's not anything special. It's just Times Square. It's lame. You go to the Statue of Liberty, it's just Statue of Liberty. It's lame. Like, those sort of touristy things are lame as hell. But going to a izakaya that's in Kyoto, in one of the far-off parts of Kyoto, that not many people go to as foreigners, that, and getting that little intimate space, you're kind of invading their space in a way, but getting that little intimate, bustling atmosphere of a small workplace, I don't think anything beats that for me. Or even just going to, I don't really drink, as I've spoken about, but going to a brewery. I have a friend who's really into beer and stuff, really into alcohol, IPAs, all that nonsense. I don't know much about it. I really don't. But he cares about it a lot. But whenever we went to a brewery or anything like that, it was always unbelievably nice because it's so personable. I like personable things. Touristy things lack the personable atmosphere that I tend to enjoy. But there are certain things I'd like to go see. Like, if you go to Japan, you have to go to Akiba, right? If you go to Japan, you're definitely a weeaboo. You have to go to Akiba. That is within your grasp. And actually, that'd be a pretty fun thing to do. I know Pomu Rainpuff did it, and I like Pomu a lot, by the way. Where she just went around Akiba and just talked about it. Akiba's very different now. Akiba is not what it used to be 5 years ago. Akiba is not what it used to be 3 years ago. It's not what it used to be 15 years ago. Akiba is an ever-changing place, and it's an ever-changing place for the worse, to be 100% honest with you. But I still adore it because it's part of my weeaboo fandom. But if you're gonna go to Japan and you want to find weeaboo things, go to Denden Town or Nakano Broadway. Go to Akiba because you have to go to Akiba. It's your, like, you are required to do it on the pilgrimage, but there are so many better places for otaku. I really like the way you wrote that. I only want to find yokai. If you want to find yokai, they're probably not in Akiba, if I'm being honest. I can feel overwhelmed at times. I do complete things. I definitely skip over steps. I mean, I literally skipped a tutorial at the beginning of the stream. I am intrigued by things that are controversial. Controversial things tend to be interesting things. Especially when it comes to media, I don't like when things are limited. Hell nah. What's my favorite controversial idea? My favorite controversial idea. See, I'm not talking about the hot button topics, which funnily enough, when I picked up my sister from work today, there were some of the, what are they called again? They're not really protesters. They're, what are they? What are they called? Are they protesters? I don't want to say the word. I really don't want to say the word. I don't want to say what they were there for, but the people who are insane and try to push their ideals onto you, basically. Demonstrators, yeah. Demonstrators is the word. They were demonstrating. They were demonstrating their right to say stupid shit right in front of my sister's school. So it's a bit frustrating that they can do that right in front of a school and push it onto young, feeble minds. But thankfully, younger people, I feel, are a lot smarter than they used to be. Or they've always been smart, but they've grown up on the internet. And the internet, even though it's shittier than it used to be, they've learned a lot about it. God, I'm nostalgic for the old internet. I do struggle with deadlines quite a bit. I'm 100% confident that things will work out for me. My gender is male, if you did not know. I go, campaigner? Well, I can at least say with confidence, that's, where'd it go? That wasn't this man. I'm not this man any longer. I'm not Tuxedo Mask. I don't fit his personality at all. Enthusiastic, creative, and sociable free spirit. Always finds a reason to smile. Does that seem correct? From what you know about me? From what? I think this is my 9th or 10th stream. Doubtful you've been there for all 9, if anything, but does this fit me? Am I enthusiastic, creative, and sociable? A free spirit? I think I kind of agree with it. But also, I'm very skeptical of these sort of things, because I feel they put a lot of applicable things that anyone can think, yeah, that applies to me. But I do think this kind of does apply to me. 60% extroverted, 40% introverted. That's shocking to me, honestly. More often than not, I'm pretty introverted. My personality would think not, but I definitely prefer my introverted self to my extroverted self. I value social interaction, but I avoid it. I avoid it if it's unnecessary in my head. But determining what, ascertaining exactly what is relevant to me depends on how the brain's functioning at that time, I suppose. Intuitive. Imaginative, open-minded, and curious. I am a curious fellow. I'm a little bit of a curious fellow. I do value originality. Hidden meanings matter to me, but the thing is, more so than hidden meanings, I care about the meanings to others. I can care about what the author or the creator or the person was trying to say, but how I interpret it and others interpret it matters more to me than them. Feeling. Okay, is this calling me a himbo? Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Is it saying I don't think? I think I think. I think I think a think. Yeah, I think. Usually. I could definitely go off feeling, but I think sometimes I do value emotional expression. Emotional intelligence matters. Empathy. I'm required because of my job. It's not fair. It's not fair to call me a himbo. I don't like that. Respecting. Very good at improvising and adapting. I think I adapt decently. I don't think I'm the best at it by any means. But I am a flexible kind of guy. I am signed. Okay, this is pretty true. Yeah, this. Okay. Yeah. I admit I might be a bit of a perfectionist. You wouldn't think so with how scuffy the streams are, but I do my best. I try my absolute best. Now I'm okay. Oh my god, that's a lot to read. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. You know, that does kind of sound like something I'd say, doesn't it? I fucking hate that. It might actually be correct. That is kind of something that I say. That is very, very similar to things I say. I do like to enrich my relationships and my social lists. Introspective. I guess that'd be a term. All I know is that the allegations of Tuxedo Mask have been defeated. It has been absolutely demolished. Look, I'm just like Robert Downey Jr. I'm Will Smith, baby! Look at that. I'm on fucking top of it. I'm a Kane. Look at all these people. Willy Wonka! That makes me so happy, actually. That makes me so fucking happy. Fuck Tuxedo Mask. I'm Willy fucking Wonka. I'm a campaigning himbo. And now that I've come to these results, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I think I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. But seeing as things weren't working today, I definitely can't rely on things working again tomorrow, can I? I'll do my best to make sure that maybe they do work. But I had fun. Willy Wonka is the Tuxedo Mask of candy. I actually thought the exact same thing in my head, but didn't say it. Because I don't want that. I really don't want that. I'm not gonna add Tuxedo Mask to my tags. It's not who I am. Even though the internet and every quiz on the internet is doing its best to make me think that I am, and you are really pushing it, Moon, it is not true. I am not Tuxedo fucking Mask. I am Glen. The Oni demon who's the best at everything. A free spirit. Outgoing, open-hearted, open-minded. Upbeat to my approach at life. I stand out in any crowd. You love me. And I really do love doing this. And I love talking to you all. And I love hanging out with you all. I love doing stupid things. So, in a way, I do love you. So, I appreciate you all very, 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 very much. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. On Saturday, I'm gonna do another Zatsu. And it's gonna be a Would You Rather stream. It's gonna be actually planned out and not the nonsense that was this stream. I don't know how long it'll be, but I'm actually gonna have that be a little bit planned. A little bit, sorta, kinda. I'll do my best. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I appreciate you all. And I should probably raid somebody, but I don't know how to raid. I'm also scared of raiding people. I'm scared. Who do I raid? Let's see. Who's live? My friend is... How do I do it again? How the fuck do I do it? I haven't been doing it the last time I streamed because no one's online. Did that do it? Invalid username? Fucking Christ. I'm rating my friend Chalk. He's an artist. He's very awesome. He's been my friend for a very long time. And I owe him my life to some degree. He's not as cute as I am, but he's awesome. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. You have a wonderful, wonderful night.